talking, you are there pretending like you care, like, oh, I'm so sorry, oh my God, what can you do to help, or blah blah blah. But then they're waiting that on that day to come and rip you off. So every day we say here that some of these things happening, they happen so that people learn from them, okay? So that you do not become another statistic, because it's never gonna change. No. Keep yourself to yourself. Don't ever, whatever thing it is, my friend, if you do not have friends outside TikTok, kufa na shida yako. Because I think when Cinderella was telling Jacqueline mambo kama glasses, it was just a by the way, unambia beste yako, hey, glasses zangu zimevujika. She's now come to use it to shame her.
Hello guys, it's your girl Patience Status. Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time here, make sure you hit the subscription box and put on the notification bell so that you don't forget any time I post a new video. Remember, I'm the queen of online gossip. So welcome to today's video. Don't forget to give it a like and leave a comment on the comment section.
I'll use it against you later. Because I heard Jacqueline say that someone has fed. I find it, I know we say it, but now this is where we're coming about objectivity, okay? These things are usually done to trap you because they know they can later come back and shame you. And do you know how much dignity takes away from you when people come and say things like, I've fed you? How powerful that word is. This is someone that is trying to rip you apart. That is actually someone that is trying to shame you, to put you down. Because, who wants to be reminded when they were vulnerable, right? So all these things Jacqueline Ombewa was doing was to put this lady in a box to be able to control her, right? Because then she could say that I've been feeding you, I've been giving you school fees, I've been helping you. And, when people say that, oh, people from my platform, my people, no, it's not your people, it's people that came and found her in your platform and liked her. There's something about her that they liked. She just happened to be on your platform, right? So, hii mambo ya kufanyaga mtu unabebesha mzigo, it's my people. No. Hii TikTok hakuna people ya mtu. People ya mtu ni watoto wako wala umezaa. Those are your people, or your brothers or your sisters. People, mimi naweza pata mtu anaweza kuja hapa apate mtu hapa anampenda, mimi ndio mwenye platform, na they don't like me, but because they like that person, they're going to support that person. I'm not going to come back and say that it's my people. That is the kind of entitlement and delusions of grandeur that some people have that tell you exactly who they are. Control freaks. They want to control. And they're the same people who watakimbia huku kama kuna mchango. They want to be the ones wanalidizo mchango because they want to put those mchangos in their CV. And they'll say, ni mimi sisi tulichangia nani. They'll never give credit to the real people that supported the mchango. You get my point where I'm coming from, right? When people come out here and want to, you see people falling after themselves, wanataka wafanye mchango, use the schools, use nini. Honestly speaking, a lot of them don't do them from the heart that they want to do it. They do it because it elevates them. It soothes their ego. It gives them something, they have something to hang up to. Okay? So most of these things are not usually done from a point of philanthropy. It's done from a point of, I will use it later to elevate my ego. I'll drop it when it's necessary. So we can come into conclusion now. Yesterday, this lady mentioned something. She said when her glasses broke, they had a private conversation. And then the next thing, I think Jacqueline mentioned it on a platform in a way to say that tumnunuliani glasses. Yani, they try and make you like a pauper, as a beggar. Unaona? Juu mimi nikiongea nawe leo nikwambia my glasses zimevunjika, I don't expect you to come and say them in public. Why are you sharing that kind of a private information in public? Because you're trying to make me look like a beggar. Because you want to have me in a fold. Because you're going to use the same thing to shame me. And that's exactly, guys, what is happening right now. So she will go in spaces and claim how much she has been important to this person. So that watu waone, huyu ni mbaya, alisaidiwa. And there are people that are weaklings that will go with the same line. Nimeona Sonke akisema ati imagine to call someone obese. Now, oh my God, let me tell you. Now that is the real Jacqueline, and that is what she's thought about all this long. People, the moment their true colors, mukikosana. That is when people, they'll even bring information that are not relevant because their aim is to shame you. Unasikia? They'll bring information that are not relevant. They'll drag your kid. They probably might drag your partner. They'll drag whatever, your sisters. Kama ulikuwa ushashare nao kwambia vile maybe sister yangu anateseka mimi namsaidia. Guys, rule number 1, learn from others so you do not ever fall victim. Don't share with strangers, especially up at TikTok. Don't share with them about your family, please. Whatever it is, however vulnerable you are, don't ever get yourself in that state of opening up to strangers on this app. Nakwambia, don't, because it will be used against you at your lowest. Okay? And that thing really hit hard. Because when I reached out to you, you are talking, you are there pretending like you care. Like, oh, I'm so sorry. Oh my God, you know, what can you do to help? Blah, blah, blah. But then they're waiting on that day to come and rip you off. So every day we say here that some of these things happening, they happen so that people learn from them. Okay? So that you do not become another statistic, because it's never going to change. No. Keep yourself to yourself. Don't ever, whatever thing it is. My friend, if you do not have friends outside TikTok, kufa na shida yako. Because I think when Cinderella was telling Jacqueline mambo kama glasses, it was just a by the way, unambia beste yako, hey, glasses zangu zimevujika. She's now come to use it to shame her. When she was telling her stories za fees, in fact, I think it was said in privacy, Jacqueline brought it out in the limelight, pretending that she meant well. She didn't mean well, because if my memory serves me clear, I think she just mentioned it. And do you know why they mention it? They mention it because they want to shame you. Okay? They don't mention because they whatever. They give you that support because when it suits them, they'll use it. So how about you just stick to the issue at hand? Why do you have to drag things that are not relevant to the issue? Yeah? Exactly. I'm telling you, exploring social media manipulation and control dynamics. Absolutely. Thank you so much, live summary. Absolutely. And thank you so much, fans. And you see the reason why I usually sometimes listen to these things and come and talk to them. I talk about them not like at chai, we're serving chai. But we want to use them so that, hi Jazzy, thank you. We want to use them so that someone else does not also fall in the same space. Okay? Because if they've done it to person A, there's a probability they're also going to do it to person B, because these are the things that elevates them. Now, these are the things that makes them feel better. Okay? So they'll be there for you. They'll support you when it's needed, when it's suitable. But, hi Rose Oginga, nice to see you. Thank you. When the time is suitable, they'll come and use them against you. And guys, 2 wrongs don't make a right. No. Judge Cinderella might have a fault and everything. And one thing I learned from her, I think she came on this thing. Kwanza, she did not know. Tunangoja Zushu na show sasa. Where? Now, me, I'm going to talk from my own perspective, from my own view, guys. I might not be to your understanding, whatever, but I'm going to say the way I've observed everything on a personal level. I think Cinderella, when she came here, she was a bit naive and excited. And pia kulikuwa na influence. Alikuwa influenced, right? I think Jacqueline, of course, alipika akambia some of her enemies akambia trace, because apparently Jacqueline pia alikuwa anasengenya ex wake. Chekesha. Guys, mimi nawaambia kila siku, hii TikTok hakuna mtu asengenyi. Now back to repeat after me. Hii TikTok hakuna mtu hasengenyi. Kila mtu anasengenya. Wengine vile tu wengine wana record, wengine wa record. Na ni vile tu wengine, mimi hata nisenya na wewe hata tukikosana, I swear utakuja useme zile nilisema. Mimi I don't have that time, because hata nilikwambia mimi usengenya nikisahau. Unasikia? So tutasengenya na wewe, but one of the problems, sikumbuka tulisema nini na nini. And by the way, even in my dead ass, mimi tukisengenya, wewe kuja sema ati unajua nani, say I'm never gonna do that. Secondly, mimi tukisengenya usikuje kuniuliza ati nani aliniambia. Ati unajua mama sita aliniambia mlikuwa mnasengenya. I don't do that fucking shit. Manze mimi sifanyagi ujinga. I will block your fucking ass. Enda kwa ule mtu alikwambia tumekusengenya kuambie. Si huko ndo umesikia story? Go there umaliziwe huko. Unasikia? Mimi stories that I don't have time to clarify hizo ushenzi bana. I don't do that bullshit bana. At instead of them, Atty, nilisikia ulinisengenya na nani? Ulisema nini? My friend, I'm not doing it. Tukusengenya, yes, tulikisengenya. So what? Life goes on. We are worried sasa tunashughulika watu wetu wanakuwa blocked, wanakuwa deported from America. Una stories za msengenya, like how empty is your life? We're not doing that at all, right? So the fact that Jacqueline alienda kumsengenya ma exes wake na yeye, what does that tell you? Alikuwa namulita karibu. Unasikia? She really wanted to put this lady in a point that ni kama Jacqueline angekuwa ni kama mama yake. Unaona? Akiona Jacqueline na Neil, Jacqueline kwambia left. Alafu I think Jacqueline ombewa, with all due respect, you're not that important, you know. Don't make yourself like you're this. You're not. You're just like all begging, ombering, manipulative TikTok cons and thieves on this app. You are not anything special. Just because you've allowed yourself to go on this, and people don't talk about challenge because people are tired and people know who you are now. Unaona? So please do not allow these things to establish in your head, because you keep saying Atty, Jacqueline, lady, and you keep saying at your big TikToker, my friend. What the hell? What's the meaning of big talk? And today poor Jacqueline, she tried to play victim kwa dinner, saying she had been disrespected. Like, did you want people to carry you? Uliwataka ubebwe? I'm out. Just calm down your horses. You are nothing. You're just normal people in foreign countries trying to survive through the social media and all this. Like, excuse me, God, it sounds really bad. You know, na? Real important people, I swear, are not on this app. Mimi usikia vibaya mtu anasema ati as big TikTokers. Like, excuse me. Please, let us stop this thing. It's fucking delusional. Na nyinyi supporters Jacqueline. See, I'm to Jacqueline. She need to drop this title. This thing, I know she's big on titles anyway. I know it makes her feel better. But it sounds awful. It sounds of desperation. Unaona? It sounds of neediness. It sounds of wanting to plant yourself where you're not. Even the king and queen are usually crowned. You cannot crown yourself and constantly remind people how important you are. You are not important at all. Don't make it that way. Don't think because you think you're a big TikToker, unaweza kuwa unakalia watu, unaweza kuwa unadanganyia watu. And let me tell you, what she tried to do today, I had Jacqueline today talk about mambo ya Muslim. Guys, all the Muslims on my live and all the Muslim friends, this lady did not talk about Muslims in general. Do not allow anybody to drag you into this fight. This lady was dealing with Boss Khan as an individual. Unasikia?
Can I say, since you mentioned Muslim and I'm a Muslim,
yeah, sure.
Do I have a right to say something?
Of course, definitely, 100%. It's your right, freedom of speech,
Okay,
babe.
I'm a Muslim and I was there. Well, Boscan and this lady were throwing words to each other. And I literally posted what she said. Let me put this on mute. It's probably making noise. So on one hand, the lady was fighting with Boscan. She shouldn't have said, ainame kama Mohammed akinama na matako juu. That was wrong of her, right there. And Lady Jacqueline shouldn't have entertained that, because I still have the video. She was like, what can I do? What can I do? So she entertained that. So she shouldn't use that against the ex-friend that were friends then to make us Muslims come for this lady, because she entertained this, asking, what can I do? And she was laughing. So she literally ali-entertain na kaidunga sindano zaidi. Huyu nani jaji hakuwa na right ya kusema ati inua matako juu kama Mohammed ukaombe. No, that was so wrong. Umenifahamu? So as a Muslim, I just wanted to clarify that. Lady
Also, thank you so much. Also, as Muslims, are people allowed to apologize? Because I remember this lady apologized.
The apology, because Atty, when we are all humans, we know when apology is coming from the heart. Si kwa hiyo hasira ati basi nimesema pole kwa ajili ya hivi na hivi. No, if she would have opened alive, literally alive, kama Big Daddy vile alifanya, we would have understood as the Muslim culture or ama Waislamu ambao wako hapa. Yeye pale aliapologize kwa ajili alipushiwa. Unaona? Kwa hiyo kutoka moyoni mwake. Siku akija, siku yake ikifika, akija inshallah siku za mbele, hopefully, inshallah nikusema hopefully, God willing. Umenifahamu? Akisikia she needs to address the Muslim community because the Muslim never did anything and Boscan is a Muslim, address Boscan, amtukane vile vote anataka kumtukana, lakini asiingize dini, manake akiingiza dini sasa hapo niko umetukana kila mtu. Umenifahamu?
Mama Sita,
No.
she was given a chance today and she also kidogo she disrespected the religion na kusema.
Hang on a second. Nilikuwa nazungumza nikasikia Mama Sita. Sema ni nani Farid huyo?
Yeah, so she was given a chance today. Jazz was asking her a few questions and when she referred to hiyo dini, like she really referred to it in a negative way. Akaambiwa.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Farid.
it's like she doesn't notice.
But Farid, let me tell you, sometimes we all need guidance. Wacha nikwambie kitu moja, unajua,
So
unajua
guide
dini ya
her.
Kiislamu
Yeah, but
ni
she
dini ya
doesn't want to be
dini ya
guided.
imani.
The thing is
Unaona?
hataki guidance.
Neza-
No, listen,
She
you
thinks
as
she knows
Muslim, let me
everything.
tell you
Farid,
something.
can I finish an article? Can I finish nieke
Yeah.
mute,
Go ahead.
please,
Okay.
naomba.
Yeah.
At her own free time. Hakuna mtu kumpush kama vile Lady Jacqueline alimpush kumzindikisha. Lakini Lady Jacqueline naye asitumie hiyo. Manake ya kumkataza wakati.
Now that is what I wanted to say,
At
that
her own
you know,
time,
two wrongs don't
subiri
make a right,
nimalize
right?
ati, as a Muslim si ngoje nimalize.
Yeah,
At
okay,
her
I'll
own
mute.
time, akifeel atafungua live at her own time. Umenifahamu? Si ati juu tumemsukuma apologize. Yeye akijisikia alifanya vibaya kwa wakati ule, afungue live, address yani address dini ya Kiislamu na si address Boscan, yani address the Muslim community. Manake kutuambia sisi tunainamisha matako tukiomba Muhammad, wallahi haram. Laana tulala, hiyo ni laana. Hiyo si vizuri.
Absolutely.
hiyo
I
kitu
agree
siwezi
with you
toa kwa
100%,
moyo.
Mama
Mimi kama
Sita.
Muislamu na Waislamu wengine, na mimi hiyo kitu ndio nimemholdia grudge nayo mpaka saa hii.
And let me tell you,
Na tujuani,
and
mimi
it's
simjui
good.
yule mwanamke, simjui kabisa, lakini
Yeah.
at her own time itafika at her own time. Si saa hii ati juu Waislamu tunasimama.
No, let me
kitu nilisema,
no.
ati subiri, kitu nilisema, Islam is perfect, Muslims are not perfect. Religion haina noma, lakini sisi Waislamu ni binadamu, twakosea, tuna dhambi kila siku. Ndio maana tunapewa nini? Tuombe msamaha, tunapewa tauba, tuombe msamaha kila siku, tuombe Mungu msamaha. We are not perfect, nobody is perfect, lakini usiwahi tukana dini. Hata Trump mwenyewe akitukana dini atarushiwa mawe. Huyu hapa msumbufu Trump itakuwa ni mtu ambaye ni wa TikTok.
Now, I get your point totally. But is it okay for Jacqueline to use that against her? To
No,
try
it's
to,
not
to,
okay
to
for
hit,
Jacqueline to use that against
you know,
her now.
what Jacqueline is trying to do. Jacqueline is trying to pit her against Muslims
No,
now.
she shouldn't, because
Now that
I
it suits
urge
her.
all the
And that is what I
Muslims not to
said.
listen to
Two
Jacqueline.
wrongs don't make a right. Jacqueline
Yeah.
Ombewa should be called out.
Yeah, she shouldn't
Hata
be
difference
using
yake
that
ni yake
because
na
at
huyu
that
msichana
moment of time,
awache kuingiza
alientertain.
Waislamu kwa hii
Yes.
story. Unasikia?
So nikiweka hiyo recording utasikia Jacqueline Ombawa ipo, ama niweke tena msikize akisema what can I do? What can I do?
Exactly. That's why I'm calling her out on, because now, listen, Masita,
So,
because now it's Suta,
yeah.
she's fighting with Nani
Exactly,
Cinderella.
Suta anajaribu
She is
kutana-
not herself. She's not taking responsibility. She's trying to
Yes.
pit this lady against the Muslims. And listen, another thing, you know, we all learn. Unajua, kila sisi wote tuna learn. Maybe this lady, because she's not a non-Muslim, maybe she need guidance on how to make like a proper apology, because I'm sure from her heart she realized what she did was wrong. Unaelewa? And then again, this thing was, I wish she would have just called out Boscan as an individual. I think that's what she did. And because Boscan is a Muslim, unaona? That is why I'm thinking all the Muslims.
No, yeye Boscan hakumwadress yeye kama Mkristo. Wewe Mkristo wamba Yesu? No, nothing like that.
Hata yeye kwa dress nani kama Muislamu alimwambia hiyo mambo the process.
Enda ukainamishe matako kama Mohamed ukiomba matako. That is so wrong. Ati Waislamu wewe umeshika yako. Your Islam, you know sisi vile si uko kiku.
I know the passion. So, I know 100%. And that was wrong. You know, and listen, it was not just because it was Islam, even if it was Christian. Unasikia? Even if it was Christianity, we should not, when it comes to religion, culture, race, unaona na ukabila, hizo mtu ambia hizo they're so deep that it does not matter.
Atukane Boscan mamake kila kitu Boscan ashazoea anaweza jisimamia, lakini ukishaingiza religion ndio na involve na hiyo Lady J kujaribu kurecruit Muslims na yeye mwenyewe alientertain.
That is what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying, that two wrongs don't make a right.
Out and wote nina beef na wao, hata I'm sure Boscan na beef na wao kwa ajili ya kuala, lakini mwanamke simjui. Mimi na beef tu na yeye tu kunitukania Mtume Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Manake huyo mtu Yesu tunamrecognize na tuna sura nzima inaitwa suratul Maryam kwa kitabu chetu ambaye ni mamake Yesu. Na sisi ambao tunavaa tumeambiwa tuige Maryam mamake Yesu, yani Mary the mother of Jesus. Upo. That's how we dress. Like Mary, we are supposed to be modest like Mary the mother of Jesus, ambaye we have a whole chapter in our book. So we have nothing against Mary mother of Jesus. We have nothing against Yesu, ni mtoto ambaye amezaliwa na ile B, the word B, na akapata mimba. So we believe Yesu atakuja, atarudi na atachukua watu wake. Umenifahamu? So wale watu hamjui dini, tafadhali nendeni mjifunze dini ya Kiislamu. Please, just have some common knowledge about Islam. Sio ukiona Muislamu amekosea, yeye Muislamu sasa ni angel afai kukosea. Waislamu atakosea, sisi ni wenye dhambi bana. Sisi ni binadamu. Na tunaomba tuna pia haki ya kuomba msamaha, tutakosea na tutaenda inaitwa istighfar, na haki ya kuomba tauba. Utaua na utaomba tauba, utaroga na utaomba tauba, utakunywa na utaomba tauba. Ni Muislamu, ni binadamu.
So Lady Jacqueline alikuwa hapo kwa Edna, she took accountability, alisema yes, yeye pia alikuwa akona makosa hapo kidogo, and she apologized to Muslims and to Boscan, and I think Boscan unblocked them. Now they were talking kwa comment section, everything is okay now.
Everything is not okay. That is Boscan personally. She never accept. Uoni Boscan na yeye ni Boscan na Boscan ni Boscan. Boscan is not Islam. Boscan is not the Muslims. So kama li apologize ya Boscan, yeye na Boscan, and if it suits them to apologize to each other or sameane, it's hawa wawili. But as for me, as one of the Muslims hapa, hiyo it doesn't go well na sitakubali. Aku ameapologize kwa Boscan, haja apologize kwa Boscan, haja apologize kwa the Muslims. The Muslims is not Boscan. Boscan is just one.
She actually apologized to all Muslims first, and then she apologized to Boscan.
There should be something. It should be done the right way.
Yeah, she said she's gonna make a video.
Can you please guide us the right way, because
the right way ni kama Lady anaitwa nani huyu msichana huyu?
Talk about Cinderella. Me, I'm talking
Cinderella. The right way is Cinderella the judge, right? Manake ndo alitoa hayo maneno ya uchungu sana, afungue live at her own time, when akihisi, sio tu kwa ajili ya meambiwa, akihisi kwa moyo wake, she needs to do that. Akihisi the right way, afungue live tu, hata aonge na watu na aipost na atagwa tu, tuone at least amefeel ile kwa moyo wake kabisa alifanya makosa. Umenifahamu? Lakini si ati juu Mama Sita amesema au Farida amesema au Atty amesema. No, at her own time, at her own given time. Akifeel she needs to, well and good. If she feels she doesn't need to, well and good pia. Umenifahamu? But that's the right way to do it, because she did it in public. She needs to open her live and do it in public. Khalas, finish.
Yeah, very true Farid.
Yes.
That hiyo ni kweli, kwa sababu even the apology ambayo imekuwa pale, it was forced apology.
She said she was gonna make a video and post.
Mike. Naomba Mike.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hi guys. So when it comes to religion, as Mama Sita is saying it, kama hataki, na kama itakuwa ni kuomba apology ile tu ya istidhai ama ndo watu wasikie. Me personally, I feel like this is a no-brainer case. Like, it is what it is. Afanye vile anafanya, vile anataka. Because one thing for sure is, if you know Cinderella from the back in the time, Cinderella built a defensive lifestyle. Kwanzia enzi za Nairobi Diaries. So anything, na si ati namsengenya yuko hapa, anything she does itakuja in a defensive, offensive mode, kwa sababu that is how she is built. Kwa hivyo hamtamchukua mtu ambaye miaka yake yote ni hivyo, ukija kidogo anarusha makombora, ukija kidogo ni vita. Yani she's always prepared for war. Hautafanya mumchange saizi as a person saizi, because when I was asking her my questions, I was very, na ilikuwa flowing vizuri, but her answers came with a defensive mode, because that is simply who she is. Amekuwa in that defensive mood from the way go, because she said yeye ni mtu wa reality TV. So again, if we know reality TV and if you watch Nairobi Diaries, you will know who Cinderella is. So she probably has to navigate the platform and learn. Along the way, she's gonna make so many mistakes. Some will accept her, some will not. Some will forgive her, some will not. But the fact is, she is defensive in every action, every word, every move she makes. So until we understand that this is who she is, tutasumbuka kichwa for no particular reason. That is all I wanted to say. Atty, thank you for the platform. Allow me to drop. What an end base.
Yes, so
Jazzy, let Atty show you something. Let Atty show you something. I've just sent it to our WhatsApp. Atty, if you have 2 phones, unaweza wazumia. I don't know, ma'am. If it is possible, just zoom it for them.
Okay.
Let me tell you one thing, Cinderella. I'm going to advise you.
Honestly, Jazzy.
I'm going to advise you. What you need to do one of these days, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, take your time. Open up your live. And then apologize. Have your apology to all the people. It's not when you say this, you probably did not just offend Muslims. We also offend people that are affiliated, because some of us have relatives that are married to Muslims. We have, so it's a whole community, unaona? And you don't want to be pushed up and down. Another thing, you do not want to give anybody any lead. As it is right now, you've realized that Jacqueline is trying to use this against you. She's trying to have you inherit enemies because of religion. Unaelewa? And we all know how passionate people are with their religion. Unaelewa? So, mimi what I can advise you, so that you don't want to get yourself fighting because someone is trying to push you into a fight that is not yours, because see kitu meamka saizi, Jacqueline has been trying so much to bring it back, to use it against you, right? So if hata kama ni kesho ama kesho kutwa, when in your heart you know and you feel, go and talk to people. By the end of the day, whoever wanna forgive you, it's okay. Whoever feel the forgiveness can even take 4 years, or it doesn't matter. But at least from your heart, you would have spoken to the people, because you said it in a public forum, and I think it really rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. And 2 wrongs don't make a right. You and Jacqueline both were on the wrong, okay? But now she's trying to throw it to yourself. And let me tell you, never get tired of apologizing, even if you need to apologize 100 times, because this is something that is very sensitive. Unaona? So usimind kama usha apologize mara 5 ama mara 6, because maybe in the process the people did not au kusikia apologize.
Because it's a really big thing what you said. So if you really take it like it's nothing, unaona, oh, it's too much, then you really don't mean that
also
apology.
Another thing, do a video and put it on your wall, so the people who probably go through your videos might catch up there. But most importantly, have your time, open your life, and then just apologize. Personally, I know sometimes when you are emotional, we say things, and this is the importance of watching what we say, because the things we say might ruin us even more. 1 minute of anger, inaweza fanya. Imagine this thing you said it so many whatever ago, but bado inakufuata, unaona? And I don't think it's something you want, unaelewa? And not even about TikTok. Generally, it's not a good thing, unaona? Like, it wasn't the best thing. And I say, even me, I say things that are horrible. that I look back and say, I wish I didn't. So it's not that you are any different. We all have those moments. And let me tell you, the most powerful people in this world are people who admit that, guys, I am sorry. It happened, it didn't have to happen, because kwa hii app kuna watu that feel they're special, they cannot apologize, right? That is actually a weakness, unaona? Because kama umekosea watu, unaona, when it comes to religion is a no-go, it affects a lot of people. So it doesn't matter how many times you'll be apologizing, unaona? It doesn't matter, because people will ask, even now, when you have the time, you can always still, repeat the things you said. So never feel that it's enough, because it's never enough with the apology. So you don't allow anybody to use this against you. That is what I was trying to say. I don't want it to be part of you. Faride bu comment angoja. I don't want this to be part of you, that people will be saying that ule alitukana, unaona. You get my point? I know you might feel overwhelmed, and again, the fact that you're coming from a different setup to TikTok, TikTok is like a small family, people will always remind you when it suits them. They'll want to use it. And I think anything else should be used, but not when it comes to religion. Unaona?
I actually came here because maybe these people who are here, Khadija, please, can she mute a little bit?
Who is that? Oh, Khadija.
I actually came here because I don't think Jazzy, Farms, or Mamacita were there when I issued the apology. Not once, not twice, not third. And I came here and I said, whatever the case, I'll just apologize. Funny enough, these are my Muslim sisters. I'm previously a Muslim. It doesn't matter. I'll forever know what is entitled of me as an Islam. Funny enough is that roho zenyu zimekuwa ngumu tu sana kukubali msamaha. Niseme hii, bado huyu mwingine Muislamu ambaye kusikia hiyo apology anakuja, ye pia anaanza kucharaza. Niseme mimi nataka tu kuuliza Jazzy, Mamacita, Farms, yani roho zenyu haziwezi samehe. Hata mkienda kwa FYP muone tu video niliitwa Mwakiwa alipanda juu akaniita mshenzi. Aliingia na matusi sana. That instant moment, mshenzi wewe, this and that. Nikamuuliza, jamani, kama nimekosea niambia. Akaniambia na nikaomba msamaha. Sasa nitatembea kwa nyumba za Waislamu nikisema
Judge, hi, how are you? I'm just gonna repeat what Atty said. It won't hurt you to put a video on. Angalia, mimi siko apologize, na it did hurt me so bad mpaka nikakuwekea kwa post yangu, nikakuweka kabisa kwa wall yangu. And not only me, it hurt any particular Muslim ukimtajia Mtume Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I'm telling you, you're going down with it. Na kuomba kwa wakati wako. Mimi alafu subiri nimalize.
I came here to apologize.
Subiri ni kujibu tafadhali, na kuomba. Lusungu si mdomo yangu, wakati mwingine inapotea kama wakati huu. Subiri nikwambie kitu. Mimi sikujui. Umenifahamu? Pengine nishakuona ndio Nairobi Diaries, lakini pale tu ulikuwa charazana na Boscan. Hiyo ilikuwa ni kati yako na Boscan. Ulipo tu ingiza dini, na wewe especially ni mbaya sana kama wewe ushawahi kwa Muislamu kisha ukaasi dini. Manake unajua ni kipi kinafaa na ni kipi hakifai. Kama ungelikuwa ujui dini, ingelikuwa sana wewe unajua kipi chafaa na kipi hakifai. Umenifahamu? So mimi, alafu subiri. Ukija kuna mtu ana echo, ni mimi au ni nani jamani?
Ni mimi nimemute.
Subiri. Kuna kitu ambacho nafaa uelewe. Cha kwanza, mimi ulichokisema hicho kitu nilikusamia right there and then. Manake mimi siwezi kuswali na naomba msamaha kwa Mwenyezi Mungu kabla nisamehe. You have to forgive those that said things knowingly or unknowingly, so you can ask yourself for forgiveness for things that you have said knowingly or done unknowingly, or whatever the situation. Umenifahamu? Mimi nimekusamea, ila sisi tumefunzwa we forgive but do not forget, and that's why we tunaekaga grudge, because we tumefunzwa do not forget, forgive but do not forget. Si hatuna ile forgive and forget. tunakuwaga na ile forgive but do not forget. Lakini ukiweka hii kitu, kuna wakando na mimi hapa na kuface dadangu mdogo, kuna wengi ambao watakuwekea kinyongo usipofanya vile Atty amekwambia. At least weka post, ndio wale ambao wajaona unawashare, unasema okay, this is a general. Unajua, yani naomba msamaha kwenu nyinyi nyote, dada zangu wa Kiislamu, ndugu zangu wa Kiislamu, jamanini nilisema kitu ambacho hakifai, naombeni msamaha. Hautovunjika kidole, hautovunjika mguu, hautafanyika kitu chochote. Manake sasa ukienda ukiomba kila mtu individually, tuko wengi sana, tuko how many billions kwa hii dunia ya TikTok, millions kwa hii dunia ya TikTok. Utazunguka kwa kila mtu kimomba msamaha? Hapana. Weka tu post, hata live ukifungua wengine tu tutaona, weka post. Ndio sasa mtu kama Mama Sita akijitokezea, jamaa niliweka post wakati huu na huu, tafadhali naomba msamaha. Lakini kwa msamaha kwa mimi hapa, nilikusamea kitambo, lakini nina ule ugumu fulani, yani nabaki akantukania Mtume. Umenifahamu? It hurts. Na kama wewe ushaikuwa Muislamu, unafaa ujue kuwa hiko kwanza kwa mtu ambaye ashakuwa Muislamu.
Thank you for the taps, guys. Can you tap, please? Let's establish the live by tapping, please. And whoever's
and saying it's too much, it's not nice. That's where you get it wrong. We forgive, but when you add these sentences like, oh, it's too much, it's like
Nani, let me, sorry to
you
cut down.
You
Let me
could
tell
say
you what.
it, but now apologizing has become too much.
No,
It's not a good thing to say.
No. Scratch that. I want wacha nikuwa vitu moja.
Yeah.
Cinderella, and I'm not gonna hold it against her. It is the person she was under that did not really was a good mentor. Because that thing, in fact, the next day they would have opened the court, and the first thing would have been to profusely apologize for what happened, unaona, and they would have actually made it even for a week, like every day they open, because this is something the scope of it is very deep and very major, unaona, wange bang. Baka if someone tells me, for a week they have been apologizing, issue the apology, and again, Cinderella, apologies are never enough, okay? Because it's something that you realize that it shouldn't have happened this in the first place, and the fact that it happened, it is taking full responsibility, and it should not look like it's a burden, no, like it's a chore, unaona. So you should never get tired of apologizing. And if anybody ever meets you somewhere, say, wewe ulitoka na Waislamu mama ulisema nini, mwambie I'm really sorry, apologize, and then go back again and just apologize there again, make it instant. Mwambie I'm so sorry, I've apologized severally, I shouldn't have done it, but I'm truly really sorry. Do not remind them the many times you apologize, Usiwambie nisha apologize mara 4 mara 3. No, don't do that, because they probably were not there, and when they see you remind them of something you said that is too personal to them. They have it in their heart. In fact, it's a good thing when people tell you that, because then it tells you that wanakuonyesha ile kitu kwa roho yao. So if I was you, anytime it comes up, sema kama sasa ungeambia tu Mama Sita, I'm sorry, I did a mistake, I've apologized previously, but again, allow me to apologize to you, to everyone else that is here, that was, that thing felt like it was a personal attack to their prophet and their religion. Unaona? So I want to tell you today, from now onwards, do not remind people how many times you have apologized. If you ever get in a position that you are confronted with that, accept it. Say, I'm sorry. Yes, I realize I did a mistake. I've apologized before, but I'm still apologizing. So allow me again to take this opportunity. So do that as many times as you can, That is how you try and amend, so that it does not start as an argument. Because if you say, nilisha apologize, people are going to come for you. Wataona kama, I wasn't there, I didn't, whatever. So it shouldn't come out like you're doing it for the sake of it. It should come out because it's a mistake that happened, that shouldn't have happened, and you're trying always to amend. And me knowing Muslim is a religion of peace and love. So there are people who definitely try and use it against you. It happened. But
like I said, I've already forgiven her, but of course, haven't forgotten. No.
Yeah,
it takes
absolutely.
some time. Yani
Yeah.
siwezi kukaa na iko kitu. Mimi nilitembelea hiyo platform mara ya kwanza, ya pili, ya tatu, niko na watu mbona nazungumzia hiki kitu kunani? Umenifahamu?
Yes. You know what I was saying? Actually, when I started this topic, I was talking about...
Okay, Atty, please, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That is the problem. Mama Sita just said, hiyo shida ambayo yako nayo. The thing is, Atty, honestly speaking, hawa watu wote wana insist na hii kitu, hawakukuwa hapo, wamepata reported speech kwa platforms zingine. However, Mama Sita, nikikuambia na nikiapa mbele ya Mwenyezi Mungu, matusi yangu haikuenda direct kwa mtume. Mimi siko mjinga.
Unajua kitu ulifanya makosa, ulisema nende ukaombe
Mama Sita, umesema uko na hiyo vile hebu icheze, so we talk about something that's fresh.
Ngoja nicheze tu Mama Sita.
Ngoja nicheze.
Honestly, Atty, utasikiza. Please, let's be fair.
You see, you're not accepting the mistake. You don't want to.
Kusikiza hii Atty, ngoja ni charge simu. Yeah, let me charge this other phone kidogo, imesha charge.
Yeah, I think that would be better, so that maybe, because it's been a minute since people had it, so thank you, Rose, thank you so much. Yeah, so it doesn't look like like some words have been put, but whatever thing it is, the fact that religion was mentioned there, one thing, Judge, I'm reminding you, thank you so much, Rose. One thing I want to remind you over and ever, if it ever comes, as someone who has been on PR, don't always deny and do not remind people, because remind watu ni kama it's a debate. It's not a debate. It was a wrong and that's it. So when you start explaining or reminding people how many times you apologize, you are taking that power of apology away. Unakasiria tena watu, unaona? Usiseme nishari apologize mara tatu ama mara nne. Don't ever do that when you're giving an apology. Usually you own your mistake by repeating the apology again, so that people that were not there can get that apology. You know, it's either you are going to escalate or de-escalate. The best way to deal with a conflict as sensitive as this is to try and de-escalate. By which I mean, do not try and justify, because when you justify how many times you apologized, kuna watu wanaudhika because they were never there, right? Anytime anybody confronts you on something, right? Usiseme, si nilisha apologize, wangapi? No. That is opening another can of worms. You don't want to do that. Yeah, okay. We can play out and mute.
Okay. Jaribu sana focus on the judge and focus on Lady Jacqueline, because that's where mimi mwenyewe ndo nilirecord nini video. Okay.
Mashurubu nayo ninayo na makete ninayo. Ongea na mimi kama unavaa pad, kama uko na kuma. Makete leo sitaki. Kanyaga. Angalia huyu una address nani? Umemaliza. Wewe kwa platform yako. Kanyaga. Nataka wewe, you are the people who injure people's emotion here. Kanyaga. Platform yako upige kelele huko. Angalia mwanaume unasimama mbele yangu unakuja kuniambia unasengenya. What kind of way is the integrity of Kanyaga? Ongeza mafuta kidogo. Haina shida.
Mbona?
Rewind again.
Kanyaga, ongeza mafuta kidogo. Haina shida.
Listen to Lady J answer. Lady J laughed. Did you hear that? I'm a checker.
I'm sorry, but yes. Muhammad anaingilia hapa. What can I do? Muhammad anaingilia hapa Waislamu. There is nothing I can do. Lady J na maumivu ya watu. There is nothing I can do. Lady J. Bwana Yesu atukufu. calm down, please. Let it change. Calm down. How can Muhammad anaingilia hapa? Haya, Black Cinderella, calm down. Calm down, please. Calm down. Black Cinderella.
So yeye Boscan na nguvu zake zote, he got emotional as a man. So you hear what
you would, like right now listening to that, it's not a good thing. You don't feel nice.
Ngoja mama sita. Mumenisikia vizuri hapo?
Yes, kuweka matako yako juu. Yeah. So is that a good line to say? So us praying is something you have to bring up when you're abusing Boscan, eh?
Let us talk. Nilimwambia vizuri. Mimi am a Muslim. Farms we ni Muslim. Mama Sita we ni Muslim, right? Sisi kama Waislamu, hakuna Muislamu anaharibu maisha ya mtu. Nilikuwa namwambia chai una destroy a lot of people's name because of chai, na yet wewe ni Muislamu. Alafu ukitoka hapa
you didn't have to mention Islam because that's
Mama Sita.
You didn't have to mention the prophet. We don't go around abusing you guys.
Manake yeye mwenyewe address kama Mkristo, sweetheart. Now,
unataka apologize. Can you give me that chance to apologize?
Justifying yourself, sweetheart. I'm already forgiven you personally.
Kukubali ni makosa. Unaona hata hutaki hata kukubali ni makosa.
So
there's no forgiveness.
Tumejaribu kukuambia record yourself and weka record kule mbele. Mimi nishakusamea. Farid
Ona Masita na Farid, can we just mute? Let's allow Cinderella to talk first, right? Let us get what she's saying. Can we mute aongee kwanza so that at least we also get a perspective, you know?
Mimi nilimwambia Boscan, unaharibu maisha ya watu, na wewe ni Muislamu. Wewe ndio unafaa kukua unaleta amani, unasimama against mtu kumwaga chai na yet ana destroy life. Halafu utatoka hapa wewe ndio inamishe matako mikundu atu unasifu Muhammad. What kind of a Muslim are you? That was what I said. But Boscan pale alikuwa anasema Muhammad anaingilia wapi? Hapo ndo penye watu wamequote peke yake. Yezi nitetea because nilisema matako na mkundu. Iyo ni matusi. So whether my statement was right as a Muslim, Muslims don't destroy people, bado watu walisikia hiyo matusi na wakamisquote. Apart from that, Mama Sita, on the 30th, it happened on the 21st December 2024. I went on my notes na nikaandika apology. I wrote the first apology, nikapost. Bado haikusaidia. Each and every Muslim was coming. And I kept on sending DMs. Nika apologize. Tukaingia kotini. The first thing, before hata tukalie session, tuli apologize pale. Na watu walikuwa, juu nilingia kotini, watu walikuwa, no, alitusi Waislamu. I apologize pale ndio hiyo kesi iendelee kufanya. Watu wakakubali apology. Nikatoka hapo nikaenda live kwangu. Nika apologize. Mwakio akaniita mshenzi. Nika apologize. I've apologized and I'm apologizing again. Mimi na background ya Islam, siwezi kuja atinaambia, oh, this and that about mtume. In a Muslim country, I'll be probably dead by now. Because kuna vile mtu atake hata asikie tu iyo jina. So I apologize na tangu sikio. Umeshainisikia nikisema mambo ya Muslim, ama mambo ya mtume, ama mambo ya Boscan. I don't. So mimi nashanga kila saa mtu anaquote. If all the Muslims are to come after me, I'm just one person. I can't apologize individually. However, kama ni kupost video, it won't cost me anything. Probably I'll post it and not many people will see it. But kama ni hiyo itafanya Farid na Mama Sita rozenyu zitulie, ni sawa. But all of you are not also perfect. Tujue kusamea watu. Nipaka nikuwa
tuko perfect judge. And kama ulinisikia wakati wa kwanza nilisema, you don't have to ask for forgiveness. You don't have to. If you feel you're still justifying yourself, no umeomba misamaha ya kutosha, you don't have to. If you feel you want to, well and good. That's what I said at first. If you feel you don't want to,
nobody's gonna force you.
Nobody is forcing you. You don't have to. We also have a right to air our opinions because opinions are like asses.
Yes.
And everybody, we got our own asses. So we have our opinion on that. So whether you want to ask for forgiveness in public or not, that's totally up to you. Mimi
Nani,
sijai.
Mama Sita, with all respect, let us be kind to her, because two wrongs don't make a right.
True.
And then again, I think you're a little bit too harsh on her. Emotions are running high. Unaona?
Okay. Yeah.
And me, I'm gonna talk to Cinderella.
Okay.
As someone I've said, I don't want to, like how this.
I'm sorry, Cinderella, if it comes out as harsh. My apologies.
Yeah, no, because you said it repeatedly, and the way it comes out, maybe I know you're coming from a point of passion. That's what I'm saying. Perfect. That's what I'm saying. You're coming from a point of passion. Sometimes when you talk with so much passion, it comes with also emotions. Unaelewa?
Yeah.
So two wrongs don't make a right. Cinderella made a mistake. Cinderella, what I can tell you, please do not try and justify yourself. Unaona? Unajua ukisema hata nyinyi fanya makosa, you're actually now diverging from the issue. This is your responsibility. We are talking about this particular one, so we don't want to compare different makosas. This is something that was so personal to a lot of people. Can I just ask you, please, anytime these things come up, do not try and justify kila mtu fanya. Please take the responsibility, accept, acknowledge. There are words that you said that did not sit well. The fact that you said Mkundu na Mohammed, I think people are trying to tie that up, unaona, because if you sit in a class and try to dissect it, unaona, people might argue the terms, whatever. I think it's those two very strong words that were used, Mkundu alafu na Mohammed, in the same whatever prophet. I think that is what
she meant us praying.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. So it's like you're also Muslim, I remember. I think you said also Muslim. So it's like you look down upon people's mode of worshipping, unaona, someone they deem so high. Mimi, one thing I'll tell you, Cinderella, if this thing, because it still come up, the only way to respond is take responsibility and apologize again. That is the only thing you're gonna make it feel a little bit better. It's gonna probably take time, but usichosho, itakuchosha, unaelewa? Yeah, so if it comes up, if you can just admit, say, yes, I'm sorry guys, I messed up, but can I again take this opportunity to apologize? Because apology can be even 1,000,000 times. Hata mali uko Kampala uko mtu anaweza kutana, we nilikuwa na uliongea I did apologize, but let me now take again the opportunity to apologize, like just make the apology your response. I think that is what I can honestly tell you. Otherwise, it's gonna always come up and it will be a tug of war, someone feeling this way, someone feeling that way, and I don't think you want it that way. And the fact that you're now on TikTok and you're a judge, I assume you're still going on with your judge content. You want a space that is free for everybody. You want a free space, a space that mtu atashindwa kukuja huko lazima huyu alitukania dini, unajua. You want to break that ice. So anytime it's come up, they can always be reminded that you have apologized, severally. That is my 2 cents. Kairetu sasa?
Atty, thank you so much for this opportunity. Ningependa apologize vile umesema, because I respect you, and Atty, I know if you say this is the way, so if that will make things better, sawa. But also I'm just asking to mtu yote mwenye atataka tu apology, just refer to my page. You will see that apology over and over again. In fact, I'll pin it. It doesn't make me less of a person. But kama unataka tu apology, come to my page, you will see it, and I'll do it universally. Because Muslims all over the world, let us do kama Pakistan alisikia ama wawapi. So let me do it all over the world, like all the Muslims to the world. Vile umeona ati nilikuwa nimeandika kwa text.
Yeah.
I, like Cinderella, I'm apologizing to Muslims all over the world.
Exactly.
I'll just go and repeat the same messages, because probably wakati nilipost nikaipin na nikaiacha ikae for almost 3 days. A lot of people did not see it for some reason, you understand? But
yeah.
For me, I knew, the moment I've apologized, the moment Mwakio insult hapo juu haraka, I knew that things was going to be better. However, the brother himself, Boscan, is not ready to accept that apology. Na yet unasikia alikuwa natukana na kumamako. In fact, hizo ndio vitu zilifanya nisideliver speech yangu vizuri. Had it been single
interrupt kidogo mami. Can I interrupt you a little bit? Yeah. Can I teach you something? If you don't mind, I'm going to teach you something, huh? when you are asking for apology, usiwai kama unaomba msamaha, wacha nizungumze Kiswahili. I represent myself sometimes better in Swahili. Sijui kama unanifahamu kwa Kiswahili, sio?
Yes.
When you're asking, kama unauliza msamaha, usiwai sema kama nimekosea, kama mtu anataka. No, address it. Nimeiweka, nimefanya. Hakuna kitu yani niseme nimwambie Atty sasa, Atty kama nimekukosea pole. Hiyo ni kumaanisha sija acknowledge. Unanifahamu?
Also, what I'm going to say, one thing you need to realize that you are apologizing to the Almighty, to God, to Allah, not to human beings.
Not humans, yes.
So if anybody does not accept your apology,
That's
my
up to
friend,
them.
utaji chop into pieces. You cannot please human beings. So direct your apology to the Almighty. Unajua watu, the problem with people, let me tell you, people want to play God in this world. Unaelewa? People want to behave like they don't make mistakes, like they are better. Fuck their asses. Chukua Kristo usubuyo mkundu zao.
Atty sasa mbona unaleta emotions?
Apologize to your God because it's annoying. Kwani sitaenda kurapa mkundu za watu jawa? Mtu amesema vizuri, nimeapologize, ndio nimeapologize, unaona? So whether somebody, it's not about anybody because we are all sinners. Now we do not go to and ask apologies on human beings. We ask apologies to the mighty. Muslims to Allah, Christians to God.
Hata kwa Allah situmii hiyo kama.
Sasa tunasema tunaomba msamaha kwa land na Mwenyezi ndiye anaturehemu, anatu forgive.
Yeah.
But people on this app think they're so precious, they're different, they are special. My friend, inafika wa time inakuwa draining.
Mimi nasema Waislamu
Cinderella apologize. Cinderella at this point in time omba ukiomba mwenyewe ni Muislamu, omba Allah akurehemu akusamehe. Lakini binadamu utakuwa twist and turn. Surely we don't have to complicate things. Our communication is varied, is different, but the main aim is someone is apologizing, someone is sorry, it happened, you know. Why do we have to complicate things? Like, okay, I'm speaking for myself as a Atty, unaona, but mimi dhambi zangu najua the only person that can forgive my sins is the Almighty God. And I sin every day of my life. I sin. But mimi najua binadamu ambaye anaenda choo kama mimi hawezi nisamehe makosa zangu. I can apologize to them, but now what they make out of it is not an issue. I'm so sorry guys if I came out as rude. You
did actually.
Yeah, I apologize. But you see, sometimes it can really be draining because as human beings sometimes
I was just
what Atty wanted to say is tumeendelea sana na hii topic. Let's just it's enough. She's apologized. Okay.
That's fine.
I'll do the videos. I'll do the video and maybe wakati nimeamka koza tujalala. I'll just do the video today and just put it and tujue everything is okay. I think that is it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and someone like Princess Warren, a lot of other people, I'm sure they are, they're forgiven you. So life will go on.
Mimi nilikusamea exactly hata haikumaliza siku. Bas ni vile tu I cannot forget. That's it. And you don't have actually to apologize to me. Kama vile Atty amesema muapologize Mwenyezi Mungu, lakini hiyo kutumia kama nimetoka kwa hiyo topic ya kuapologize, hiyo kusema.
Na but unajua acha nikuambie Judge Cinderella, mimi naweza tu ongea but she has a right to do what's good. Me I'm just speaking as Atty. Useme kama vile, don't quote me darling. Unajua kuni quote, you're taking her power away from her. Me I'm just like, I was just giving an opinion like me, you and everybody else, but by the end of the day it's what's good for her. Sindio? Yeah.
Aya, change of topic basi tuachane. Oh, ni Atty.
Mimi nilikuwa nataka kusema hivi, Judge, tunakupenda. Content yako inaweza. But yes, you messed up. Unaweza come, apologize and let's go back.
Tarehe tuko tumeshatoka hiyo story, tumetoka hiyo. We've already just done that. We've just did it. Yeah. Hiyo tumemaliza. Like, let's talk something else because it's really little bit draining. You know, I know it's very sensitive, but it can also be draining. Yeah.
Okay, Atty, me, I don't have much to say. I think leo imekuwa a crazy night.
By the way, how's the day? I usually come late at night because of course, in the day, and then when I come back, I have to do a bit of sleeping. Then I come up later to check on everything. So what I caught you at Edna's platform. I was there, I was listening. I think you'd gone there, and then I think Jacqueline also came there. Because I caught Edna saying that the reason why you went there is because they were talking about you, and then you went there. Thank you, Warrior Princess. You went there to clarify, and I think Jacqueline also came up there.
Yeah, we were having fun.
Thank you, Warrior. Yeah.
Farms here was like kuja kunywa chai yako, and I'm like ina hiyo nakubali, ina ni chai, unajua. So me coming there nilikuwa nataka niwaambie, unajua hiyo stuff ya kifo, to me, to people, I don't know why they are hurt, yeah. You see ati ni kama wananipenda that much, unaelewa? But wanataka kujifanya ni kama niliwa offend sana in life yangu. Unaelewa, ini life yangu Atty. Kuna mahali unaweza fika Atty, you just feel like the ground should open and swallow you alive. Wewe mwenyewe ndo unajua kinyo unapitia. Me hiding myself from the world. At that moment I knew why I took that decision. Not because sikuwa nimeconsider ati the outcome. Of course nimekuwa celeb. Unajua, nilijua tu itani backfire, but nilikuwa najua the moment ita backfire, hata jina Black Cinderella sikuwa nirudi nayo. Nilikuwa nirudi tu na Miss Maureen Imbai. And then I try to show people another side of me rather than fighting, drama, insult and all this media. Unaelewa, hata sikuwa nataka story ya followers and everything. Unaget? So, in fact, I removed my account on Instagram. I had 124 followers. Right now on Instagram, I had 8,000 before the scandal of Nigerians, yeah? So, imefika 16,000 followers, right? Yeah. So, nikipandapo juu, Edna, kulikuwa na dem fulani anaitwa wangu. These are people who could never, in their misery or in their miserable life, address me on Instagram.
Thanks, Bravo. Let me tell you, let me just remind you, ukikuja hapa TikTok, you're going, suddenly enough, the people that are going to actually talk about you, talk down on you, are people that in other spaces. So I want you to rule number one, realize that, you are now in different spaces. Unaona? So that will also help you mentally to absorb the spaces you are and also allow yourself, because I know what you're saying. You come here and then there are people that talk down on you thinking, God, I'm from a different space that people, and I say in life, people might not accept it because people don't like the truth. Kuna watu mtu feel like this is not someone who should be addressing me. So I get where your frustration is coming from, but you're going to remember that when you're in Rome, you gotta be a Roman. On TikTok, there are people who talk down on you that even in the streets, even in a coffee shop, you can never share conversation. But here it is. Now I get you. Go on. So mark that down. This is TikTok.
Yeah, thank you for that. So ati nilikuwa nacheka hapo chini, not because na kejeli, right? Nilikuwa nacheka juu, umse anaongeza chumvi, alafu kuna mali anaeka sukari na ilikuwa inafai kuwe kali. Unaelewa? So nikasema kuweka nipande juu ndo niwapatie sasa story. Unajua, cause this thing
say your own story. Like talk your own story, yeah.
Sasa alikuwa anasema sijui cult ni ya wa Nigeria, umeweka paka wa Nigeria. Nigerians have nothing to do with me with my sisterhood cult. Unaona? Anasema ilikuwa ni ya kupimpu watu walale na wa Nigeria. Nilikuwa nataka tu nimuulize wanakuanga wanalipwa pesa ngapi kama uko na hiyo details. Unaelewa? Haya, the thing is akasema a lot of things. So mimi nilikuwa nasema tu okay.
The lady who came up pale wangu.
Yeah, huyo wangu.
Yeah, so before she came up, let me tell you, we were listening to you kwa Auka, and most of us don't know you, Judge. We knew you hivi juzi vile umekuwa judge. So we were just being told stories zako za Instagram, tumepost, like Edna was reading the posts I think it was FB ama wapi za siku zako, like your sister posted that you had passed away and all that. And yeah, she was just telling us more about you. You were in a reality show, so we didn't know all that. Some of us don't know you. So this wangu lady just came out of nowhere akasema kona chaya pandishwe. So yeah, when she came up, she said she was your fan. She was also added to the WhatsApp group. Sijui mukachangiwa, sijui nini. Yeah, it all happened the way it was. But you coming up and acting like it's in a sarcastic way. Yani, it wasn't nice, to be honest. Yani, you looked like you just came for what?
The story in my life will forever remain hilarious. Na nitacheka mara mwisho, nitacheka.
Yeah, but
You know
if
why?
you can lie
You know
about
why?
your own death, what else can you lie about?
You cannot judge me. You're not God. You cannot judge me, darling. You can't. You're not perfect. You're not the right person to judge me. Just leave it for God. This story is very hilarious in my life. Juu wase walienda. Ati wacha nikwambie. After post online, unajua kitu gani ilienda kulipuka nyumbani kwetu? Watu wa church, ile church ya ushago, walimaliza ushirika, wakakuja kwetu wakipiga nduru, alafu wazazi wangu wako wanajua. Hawa wanashanga wase wanaingia, hati Maureen amekufa. Wameona kwa mtandao. Unajua madhali walianza kufunga madirisha na gate wakikataza watu. Ilikuwa so hilarious, and my parents stood with me. My parents will always be my parents. They stood with me, baadaye ndio waka-explain ya watu hii story ni hivi na hivi na hivi, na hiyo story ikaishanga kwetu. Halafu sana nashangaa mzee yako Meru anijui, mzee yako Kisumu anijui, na si ati ananipenda sana ama ashenifanyia kitu, ati yeye ndiye ameumwa sana. People never used to like me, Ati. Unaelewa? And my point was, when I die, unaona, when I die I will be loved. Na niliambia mabeshto wangu wawili, mimi nataka kuona, because I keep on fighting as a human right activist, na wase unitukana, waonangi good mimi nafanyanga. So nikaambia beshto yangu, by the way mimi nitaambia mimi na move, naenda na wachana na Wakenya, natoka Kenya na juu sina pesa ya kuenda majuu, mimi nitaenda side ya Kampala, because Kampala ni kwetu, unaelewa? Na nikaambia best yangu, I want to see vile watu watanipenda. I just want to see vile watu watanipenda. Surprisingly, watu walikuwa nauliza picha yangu ya mortuary. So nilikuwa nacheka analyze, nasema, oh, okay, so you wanted munifanyie kama vile mulifanyia Chira. Unaona, nilikuwa nacheka hiyo stuff, nasema, hey, imenifunza, and you people don't value me, lakini nilikuwa na wengine wananivalue. What is that?
Kuna mtu yuko Roma. Ni Jenny 12 hapo chini.
Yeah, please. Please. So unaona Ati. So that time, hii story nikipanda hapo juu farm, si ati nilikuwa nacheka kejeli. Kwani mnataka nilie juu mnaniongelea ini heart. Nilifanya na iko online. Imefuacha Kenya vile mna analyze. Imeanalyziwa paka Nigeria. You people don't have bad mouth. Nimetukanwa sana. Me am known. Nimefika paka Russia juu hiyo story. But mimi the part that will forever remain hilarious in my life, I saw how much people faked love. Niliona wale walikuwa na fake love. Mpaka mtu anaingia
hawakukuchangia kwenye hiyo mchango wa mazishi.
Ngoja kidogo, hakuna mtu alinichangia farms, na usifuate vitu za online.
Si wangu walisema you guys were in a WhatsApp group wakachanga.
No, I was not the one who said them. Huyo dem ndiye alisema. I'm not the one who said. Farms, mtu yote utakuja na hii story, uangalie date hii story ili happen. It was around my 16th of April. Alafu akuoneshe M-Pesa alituma kwa namba yangu ya 16th ya April. Unaelewa? People lie a lot. People use this. Unaelewa? But mimi Ati, coming to you Ati, wacha nikwambie nilikuwa najibamba sana. Tena wanafaa kuelewa nilijibamba. I was so low. I tried to tell people the story about me and Obina. Mtu alikuwa anasema Obina hawezi kurep, wewe ni nani urepiwe, unakaa hivyo ugly, blah blah blah. The comments were so hurtful to me. Hii ni rep trauma tunaongelea. Unasikia Ati? And then I tell them I'm dead. Watu washaanza kufight. Paka mtu anani text kwa DM. Ati, are you alive? Please just answer this. Sasa najiuliza, ningekuwa mochari ningekuwa naona message yako. Nilikuwa na
By the way, the lady is right. Huyu hapa chini, wangu huyu hapa chini. If you needed to come up and say something, yes, she can, I think.
Yeah, can I talk? Can I talk kidogo?
I hate when someone lies. Sikuwatoa kwa group. I deleted the group. I did not send.
Atty, can I talk kidogo? Nitoke.
See, watch Naria malize story because you are going with the flow. Why don't you just allow Cinderella to feel the control? Ama uko na emergency?
No, okay.
Wait, can't you? Because you're going to drop utakuwa tu hapa chini. So like when you have an emergency, it's understandable, right?
So.
Uko na emergency?
Hapana.
Okay, thank you. Just be patient. Thank you.
Ati, I was just laughing. Kuna mwenye alikuwa anaingia kwa DM ananiambia, please just tell me the truth. Please tell me it's a lie. Simjui. I've never seen that face. Mwingine anaingia anani text the whole day. Kesho yake tena the whole day. Ni kama kuna a certain reply anatafuta. The people who are close to me knew I was alive. That is what not everybody knew. Wale wenye niliujua hawa ni watu wananifaitia. These are people that truly loved me. They knew. Nilikuwa nawaambia, please stay calm. I just want to come back, and I want to come back without fame, because fame really destroyed my life. I just want to come back a changed person. I want to come back niambie watu, mimi I'm not that kind of person wameona ati napiga watu, natukana kila mtu, because me ati I can wake up and decide to have issues with everybody. Surely ilikuwa inani drain. Nilikuwa na mkanga huyu amecomment kitu, nimemfungulia live ya Instagram. Namaliza natoka. Mwingine tena amekuja amesema hivi namaliza natoka. Unaelewa? And I felt like no, people don't see the side of Cinderella. They don't even know that Cinderella at one point can speak something and she sounds intelligent ama she sounds okay. Unaona watu walikuwa wanaona kama cheesy fresh. So I needed to come back. Alafu mimi nilikuwa nacheka tu ati because mtu anakuja anasema ati nataka kuona mwili. We nani? Unipige picha ati atumiwe picha ya mwili. I was just like, oh, even though mnafanyianga maselebu akikufa, then I just said, okay, I had enough. And then I came back alive. Nikaingia alive ati, nilifungua Instagram nikaanza kuwaimbia. Kuna kasong nilijiandikia, nilianza kuwaimbia. Watu kusikia sauti yangu, internet imeenda. Sasa mbaya. Do you think I can never be hurt by your comment? Wewe unaumwa na kifo yangu sana ati jusi kukufa. Kuja unieke kwa kaburi. But do you think I can never be hurt? I'm a celebrity and that controversy is what pays me. Thank you.
Spy, go ahead now.
Yeah, okay. Cinderella, okay, ukiongea wacha ni kama una address Atty. First of all ujue, sisi tuko hapa pia, sisi tunapenda Atty. Na uongea story yako kivyako kwa sababu first of all wewe mwenyewe ulifake kifo yako. Na tukaambiwa vizuri sana, the family has said nobody should talk about Cinderella, muache familia imon peke yake. Okay? So ukiongea wacha kushinda ukisema Atty nakwambia, uko hapa juu ya Atty. Uko hapa kwa sababu yako. Pia sisi tuko hapa juu tunapenda Atty na tuko kwa platform ya Atty. Okay, ongea kivyako, ongea kesi yako. Wacha kukuja ni kama unajaribu sijui unajaribu kufanya aje. Okay, another thing. Wewe umekuwa ukitutusi. First of all, saizi umeongea, ulituita madwafu, comment section unatuita madwafu. Mara ya pili tena, saizi umeongea hapa umesema, ati watu wenye walikuwa Instagram wanakuwa dress, ati watu wenye hawana maana. Kila mtu ana maana kwa hii dunia, kila mahali. Okay? Another thing unashinda ukisema, ati celebrity. Wewe si celebrity tafadhali. Ulikuja na Nairobi Diaries, na ulikuwa Nairobi Diaries, I think season 1, 2 ama, I think 2. Yeah? So sijui hapo celebrity na kujia wapi. Unaona? So na wewe mwenyewe ulisema umekufa. Kwa hivyo hakuna vile hapo lazima ni sawa unasema ulifake. Na mara kulikuwa na mchango. Ulitutoa kwa WhatsApp group. I was part of that WhatsApp group. Ulitutoa watu wakiongea.
Ulichanga pesa ngapi?
Si mambo na kuchanga. Sasa ukisikia watu kusema
ulichanga pesa ngapi?
Si mambo na kuchanga. Si ulitutoa WhatsApp group. Tulikuwa tunachanga ukishia kutoa.
Okay, until today ulichanga pesa ngapi?
But tulitutoa WhatsApp group, tulikuwa tuchange kama tumetolewa.
Kuna kaburi yako imepotea. Nilikupost wewe umekufa.
Sasa si mambo, lakini ulisema sasa hivyo wacha kujustify. Unasema kweli.
Nilisema nimekufa. Sasa unatakaje? Unataka niende mochari?
Lakini wacha kushinda ukitusi watu, unatusi watu na kizungumi. Wacha kutusi watu, kubali makosa yako.
Ati nilita comment section academic dwarf. If you're not an academic dwarf, shida yako ni nini?
Kwa nini unatutusi? Hata wewe ni dwarf. Usitutusi na tunakubaya kitana na uko na bwana.
Academic sasa na kutukana direct.
Na uko na bwana, tulikuwa tunakununulia.
Sasa umekuja kutukana bwanangu. Ulikuwa unakwenda kutukana bwanangu.
Okay, sasa kwa hivyo tunakutana udogo.
Get alive, madam.
Wewe ndio unafaa ku get alive. Sisi hatukuambia mwanaume sana.
Address Atty. Must you force issues? Kipenzi
Lakini kwa nini unasema
mimi si celebrity na ulikuwa unaniwatch
ati nakwambia wewe koma pia wewe tulikununulia kitanda kwa hiyo unatombea kwa kitanda ya TikTok.
The fact remains uliniona kwa TV enda uripoti
wakati unafungua miguu utombwe bali kitanda ni ya TikTok na platform ya video hata kama unasikia heshimu watu.
Kuja uchukue nisikuheshimu academic dwarf.
Heshimu watu.
Enda osha kinembe. Umenyesha leo? Enda osha kinembe wewe. Umenyesha leo? Nini nakuhusu?
At least nina matako kubwa nikinyesha na ng'aa.
Umepata period zako. Nini
wewe unanuka hadi
kuna mtu amesema umekufa.
Kwenda huko.
Kuna mtu amesema umekufa. Kuna mtu amesema umekufa. Wewe mind your business. Jua kukana suruari yako.
Wewe kumbuka internet never forget.
Unasema nimekufa.
Unasikia internet never forget. Tutaishi tukikumbuka ulikufa.
Mungu hajaniua.
Na mbona ulikuwa unajiua?
Na sasa shida yako ni nini? Ni maisha yako.
Kwa sababu unadanganya.
One person per casket. Lala kwa kaburi yako peke yako.
Acha ujinga. Hata Nairobi Daily tunashinda kiambo watu celebrity. Uliingia huko na uongo. Uliingia huko na uongo. Uliingia huko na uongo.
Yako ukiwa mmoja.
Uliingia niko mmoja.
Hata tulale kwa mochari moja hatuwezi kuwa cousins, hatuko related. Mind your business. Unipendi kushinda familia.
Hata mimi of course lakini wacha kudanganya watu.
Personally don't have a problem with what I did. Who are
hata
you?
Ujinga kwenda unashinda ukisema wewe celebrity walikuwa nataka wewe si celebrity
na nilikufa ukasikia.
Wewe si celebrity.
Mimi si celebrity
ulikuja kwa sababu ya kudefend wa Nigeria.
Wewe ukikufa unapandwa kama mahindi.
Wewe kwenda huko. Afadhali unafanya nini hapa kwa wewe ni Uganda? Kwani Uganda hakuna TikTok? Uganda hakuna TikTok.
You don't have the confidence I have.
Uganda hakuna confidence gani?
Wewe maisha yako uko nayo. Maisha yako uko nayo unakula. Wewe unafanya unaishi.
Mimi sitanunuliwa kitanda.
Wewe sasa kama yako ulijinunulia
unadiniwa kitanda yetu.
The fact is ninalala.
Unatombewa kitanda yetu.
Nakula na ishi.
Unatombewa kitanda yetu.
Nini?
Unatombewa kitanda yetu.
Ulikuwa unatakaje?
Unatombewa kitanda yetu.
Ulikuwa unatakaje?
Unatombewa kitanda yetu kubali.
You don't have a valid point. Angalia.
Na unatuambia ati bwana ati
muangalie.
Niambia bwanangu akuje kwa.
Okay, spy sawa. Your point is home. Is there anything else more constructive? You want to sound like kindergarten kids. Umesharudia kutomboa kitanda.
Sana hii umbwa. Acha aende huko
apeleke. I think amesikia. So listen, usually mutaka watu wakwenda tuena construct. You can disagree to agree. Mambo ya kudinywa kwa bed ushasema so many times she's had. Is there anything else you want to say ama umemaliza?
Ashiki adabu na acha kushinda kikuitaita nikawe ni mamake.
Naweza kwa wacha ni kwa kitu moja spy, wacha tufanye hivi. Kama umeshamaliza point yako, let us not do a back and forth. This is
nimemaliza itakata.
Okay, shukran. Okay, sawa.
Yeah. And
we can move to other things, guys. Like we don't want to be that this late of
mkufi mtarajiwa. Nishukisha.
Utakufa siku moja malaya wewe. Nani endangi mochwari? Utaishi milele. Angalia huyu. People pick an issue kama wanapenda sana.
Now wacha niwaambie kitu moja guys. See, so there's something about social media and I think sijui inakujaga with the maturity ama time ama experience juu. Imagine we are strangers on this app. Unaona kuna kitu nilifanya juu hii TikTok social media people survive with different tactics. Hiyo maybe ilikuwa survival mode ya mtu unaona and that's what they've chosen. So we cannot take other people's pain. Otherwise you'll be so angry on this app. Utaumia for things that don't really benefit you, but it comes with I think maybe experience or something, because if I come here tomorrow niambie watu wangu wanichange bangi, that is that is their choice and they've given it to me. So if you kuja hapo niambia tulikuchangia bangi, it was a choice, unaona. But then let us learn vitu za TikTok. Don't sikupatie ulcers, sikupatie stress. Imagine kupanda tu kuambia mtu anadinyo kwa kitanda ilichangwa, like what is the impact? I mean, but then each to their own anyway.
Ati ushazoea TikTok ati yeah.
Yes, and then Judge Cinderella, of course you're going to, and I told you yesterday you're going to go through so much. As TikTokers, especially people on TikTok, we have more emotions than we don't want to reason sometimes. We don't.
And everyone has an opinion.
And everyone has an opinion, right? So we do not want to believe that we can agree to disagree kama watu wakubwa. Hapa ndio watu wanakujaga wanakani kama tuko kindergarten. Zile za wewe ulikula kwetu, hata ulikula kwetu, wewe ulikula kwetu. Ama
And
juzi ulienda
judge,
kwa mandazi.
yeah, and judge, one thing I'm gonna tell you, kama utakuwa ukipigizana fujo with every person that has a negative opinion about you, utachoka TikTok. Learn
Yeah, but I think with
learn to
time,
ignore.
some of these things you have to go through experience. I think
Yes.
to a point
Yeah,
where
lakini anajichokesha, and she's been here for like a month. So yeah,
no,
just
where
learn
she
to
was
ignore a few
before,
people.
I think where she was, you'd go and do her duties and then just go. So she's never had a one-on-one. And then when she was there, she was like a professional, like a judge. But you see right now, the way things are, especially between her and Jacqueline, of course, there are people who are going to pick your fight from Jacqueline's side, trying to get back at her and stuff like that. And that haya kuna watu wake. Even Cinderella has people that like her. So even her people will get somewhere watadili na yeye. So it's something that is going to take time before and then the beautiful thing about TikTok, in a week's time, we'd have moved on to something else. And
Hata kesho, if something else more,
something fresh
another
happens.
chai coming up, yeah, everyone's just gonna go to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it happens, isiwapatie pressure, na kama mnatabangi ukikuzidia unaenda kuwasha kindukulu. Unakuja unasikia watu unacheka tu. That's a beauty. That is why me and my weed are to separate. Sasa ile nasikia naambiwa huku vile niko homeless, vile kwa whatever, mwenda kuwasha kindukulu yangu. And then I come and look at people and I'm thinking, God, I'm in a space where a lot of people, really are fighting. It's an egoism thing. Kila mtu anataka kuwa Otero, everybody wants to be better, and TikTok, there's no poor person on TikTok. Unaona? Huko hakunaga mtu maskini, ama kuna maskini hapa TikTok? Probably I'm the poorest person on this app.
Huko.
Judge Cinderella sasa.
Poa babes, mambo.
Poa. Mbona unakasirika?
Ni kwa sababu watu wana force issue babe. Hakuna mtu ananipenda zaidi kushinda watu wa kwetu. Bora watu wa kwetu walisema wako sawa na mimi. That's okay. Watu waendelee na mimi. Nimeishi 1 year. Now ni the second year. Mungu angekuwa amekasirika na mimi angekuwa amenipumuzisha.
Sasa si wakikunini, unajua ile time hizi stories zako zingine auko unaitwa Judge Cinderella. Sasa hizi we are seeing Judge Cinderella.
And also one of the things that I'm going to tell you, Cinderella.
You know? So you see the way Akode is always Akode and Esther Akode.
Don't go to
you just have to learn to differentiate in this
Anything you hear about yourself, positive or negative, don't always go there kujaribu kurekebisha. Just let everybody have a version of you, because that will drain you more, because the moment you go there, you actually invite people, because then they have power over you. They can ask you anything, and that's why they'll trigger you. And then people know you better. So let everybody have their version of yourself. And if you really need to talk about yourself or anything, you need to clarify, you have a platform, in your platform, you are in power, in charge, and nobody can walk you down, right? But when you go to people, one of the things I tell people, the power is in you. And when you see people going to spaces when they could justify, those are usually weak people. A strong person doesn't need to go and validate themselves or explain. Ati kina Farida na kuweka hapo na njoo sasa judge ongea. No, that is weakness. Strength is when you can hear all sort of things said about you, but you don't feel like you go and that is not your business, girl. It's them telling your story. Can you imagine how strong? Tell me, what is power? You are that relevant that people gonna sit down, to dissect your life. Why do you make it better? Let everybody have a version of you, how they feel like.
Remember, Atty, just for today, she was the topic because she put herself
and
there.
It's okay. That's what I'm telling her.
As you said, ye mwenyewe ndo alijileta.
Ndio namwambia, ndio namwambia, otherwise she'll be drained, because when people don't like you, they'll say things that makes them feel better. Most of the times, uongo ndio inakuwaga mingi, unaelewa? So, if you truly are in a place of what is called self-awareness. Do you know me? I've been to spaces where things are said about me, na niko tu hapo nasikiza tu, and I don't feel or say anything. Unaona? And actually I leave that place and I said, this is Atty they're talking about. I come back to my house, I open my wardrobe mirror, I do a twirl. Najangana sema kweli mama gave birth to a woman.
But you can't say Atty and Judge Cinderella are on the same platform. You have built your platform. Bado.
No. Let me
some of us should stop lying to people, sijui comparing them to Akode or sijui nini bado.
Wacha nikwambie fam.
They built their platform for years.
You're not
Cinderella. Leo mtu amekuja juzi tu tayari
Wacha nikwambie nani. No, what I'm saying that It's not about building a platform, because right now if she goes and open her live, she says she wants to address something, we are going to show up. Unaona? What I'm telling her is now the reason why she came to a place is because she had things that were said that she felt needed to be clarified. Unasikia? If she needed to respond to them, she would have picked notes and then gone to her own space where she is in charge, where nobody will come and interrupt her, where nobody will come and undermine her, or where nobody will come and try and talk down on her. You get my point?
Yes, and she's learning that. She's learning that experience.
Naweza kusema hivi kama mkongwe wa mtandao, kama yani mkongwe, yani mtandao na ujua inside out. Vitu vingine kabisa kama umetukanwa, I learned the hard way kuaccept hayo matusi. Mtu akinitukana kinyanya, ndiyo. Kuna mtu akinitukana we lesbian, kama ni matusi, ndiyo. Kuna nyingine next, yani accept kila kitu. Kama unajisikia kurudisha, usiende hapo, usijipeleke hapo. Ukijipeleka hapo utakuwa inakuwa diminished. Ama inaitwa nini achi kwa Kiingereza?
Absolutely. Then you give your power because people is gonna attack you there.
We nenda kwako, hata Zoom regesha huku kwingine. Zoom and talk to the place that you have the freedom to say. But every critic, you know, tunasemaga every publicity, negative or positive, is publicity. So that's a publicity of its own way. Unaona?
Yeah. So the problem is these things streets can drain you.
I'm talking this at a general point. Lakini ikiwa kila kitu ta respond, utaenda huko ulumbane, my friend,
you want to set the record straight every time. I mean, something new will always come up. Nazita could drain, imagine lose
we record, we deal nayo at your own free time. Ile ni kama tu menyosha miguu juu, unataka tu yani unatikisa vidole tu yeye, yani if you want to, but you don't.
Yeah. And as Chiki says, platform a lot of energy demons. There are people that thrive in that noise. Unaona? A lot of, and let me tell you, Mimi, I would say for a fact that you back and forth, it really drains you and it makes you lose your focus. Unaona? Because you are using energy and you're using emotions. Unaelewa? And if you say this,
unaona example achi, kuna wacha ni mfurahishe Wanga, mama sita uko toxic as anyamazi.
Kwani mnajuana na Wanga?
Mimi simjui. Mimi wacha nimjibu nimfurahishe. I'm very toxic. Haujakosea, I'm extremely toxic. Na sinyamazi. Yani haujapata anything wrong. Umefurahi?
So, but it's good, you know, and then people are asking from a point of curiosity. A lot of people are curious, you know, because this story kukufa and all that. So there are people that are asking from a good place, and there are people that are asking from, you know, but then again, it's all entirely up to you what you don't want to share and what you want to share, and you don't owe anybody an explanation. Always remember that, because whatever thing you say, people that are hell-bent to judge you negatively will always do that. So yeah, you just have to be sure to take power in your own hands and do what's good for you, not good for others. The rest of us want tu chai. They don't give a fuck. They don't care. They'll drain you.
Wacha to pay Judge Cinderella strategy kama Nyarawendo. Now that this thing is getting public eye and public interest, darling, mbona tusiweke ikue mboka? You just put a day when you want to address this shit, because at the end of the day, this is social media spaces. Tuweke live goal, hata kama ni universe na nini, watu tukuje to attend live to support, tap views na nini, you know, you're gonna make it mboka. You turn something into what people thought is gonna be.
Yeah, well, she better do it today or tomorrow, because you don't keep trending for like a whole week. You just trend for like a day or two, alafu unaisha. So yeah, kama unataka kufanya leo ama kesho. Because if you take like a week, watu watakusahau, nobody's gonna come.
Wacha tunini vishe unasema sasa mimi kama Jacinda nataka niwaambie vile nilikufa nikafufuka tuchape God.
Yes, because people like, you know, people like sad stories. Let me tell you, human beings, we are all sadists in our own way, and normally we relate with sadness. That is why when mtu akikufa hapa kila mtu atampenda. So not vile ulikufa everybody loved you. Human beings love you until you know, when you die, because death is dark, is sad. Na hata saizi mleta story hapa, wacha mtu afungwe chai, maybe hata alipatikana na bwana ya mtu ameshikwa, ama kuna news hati mahali, kila mtu anakuinbox, nitumie ziko wapi, nitumie.
Tafuta unga.
Absurdity. People relate with sadness, unaona? And it's for that reason Ebu tuweke two scenarios. Mtu amefungua ana preach good things, mambo ya Mungu, tupendane. Someone else amefungua chai ya Farid huko, anasema vile Farid amefatika nini. Utapata ule mtu anaongea negativity about Farid chai, atakuwa na movie wa mtu anaongea mambo ya. You see? That is just the way human beings are. And people pretend here. Mtu asikudanganya hapa. Let nobody lie to you. Hii TikTok people have dark souls. Kama sasa wengine wako FYP hapa tu chekesha.
That's napo ni ukweli.
Wako hapa FYP wanajifanya saa hizi wanasikiza tena
and people project who they are.
Yes.
Who they are.
People project violence. People love
una project who you are.
So don't allow anybody to write your story, tell your story, darling. You take that power and say your story. So if anybody comes with anything, wanasema sisi Cinderella shatuambia your story tunajua, because sometimes speculation is bad, and when people speculate, everybody has their own version. Unaona? Don't give people power to your story. Don't ever give people power to your story, because it's your story. You are the only one who can tell it as it is, because you have said a little bit here. Now we have bits and bobs. Unaona? Someone else definitely would have said it different, kwa sababu anataka kuweze chumvi, aeke roiko, afanye nini, akweke tell your story, hata kama na ubaya yote, so that you leave nothing to anybody. That is how you take your power. Own it and say it. Simple.
Wacha tuifanye mboga Can we have Sandy take the mic, because she's been asking?
Okay, let me take the mic. Atty, thank you for even upping me. Mwanzo, I'm even shocked because I've just woken up na napata shares. I didn't know what was happening because I was a little bit low. Judge, I thought we talked about this. You don't have to owe anyone any explanation. When you're rising, a lot of arrows are going to face you, negative and positive. It's just a matter of how you're going to defend yourself. People are going to talk. People will love you, people will hate you. You don't have to justify yourself to people. You don't have to explain yourself every single time. People have their own stories to narrate. Some are good, some are bad. At the end of the day, nobody knows you here. You know yourself. And you know by what you stand with. Mi hata nashtuka huko umeniambia LJ was attacking you. Because you know we have a lot of hidden skeletons to share. But me, I'm that person that I won't attack you, because I don't want to embarrass you. But when you attack someone who's pure and someone who knows themselves, that is when I will reveal the skeletons. Atty, I really thank you so much for what you're doing here, because I know at the end of the day, not all will love Cinderella. What I want to tell people here, when you see someone rising, it's upon you to make a decision if you're going to love this person, if you're not going to hate this person. But if you've decided to hate this person, don't make it a topic every single day of your life to just mimic this person. It's unhealthy. You got your life out there. Focus on your life. Stop focusing on someone's life who you don't even know how they're living. For the one who loves her, show her some love. That's all that counts. You will be attacked every single day, Cinderella, and something that you have to put in your mind. But you don't have to address it to every single person. Kila mtu akona mawaidha yake in their own per se. They are human beings and you are a human being. Everybody has a skeleton. Sorry, my alarm. Everybody has their skeleton in their closet. By the time the truth is going to be revealed, people will judge you differently. That is what I want to tell you. Because you know, we have a lot that people don't know yet. But when that time comes, we will tell the truth at the right manner. So calm down, girl. Do not justify yourself on people who do not deserve your time. That is all I have to say for now. Nikupate nyumbani. You have to rest because you have to tackle some cases that are pending. Thank you, Atty. I'm going to drop.
Sandy. Barrister Sandy, that's my barrister Atty, by the way.
Well, hang on a minute, guys. Let me give applaud to people that went to school, went back to class, did the assignment. They are straight to the point, and a lot of people probably not like you. Some will say you're showing off here. Show off, girl. You took your time to get that, so well done. Congratulations. Let me just do the cheering up. We like people that are knowledgeable and eloquent. Hey. Pende musipende. What? You cannot take someone's education now.
Wale watu wako na viboko shule.
Oh,
I'm not sorry. I am not sorry for you. You're gonna hate. That Cinderella, Nani is up here. Muli is here, but with all due respect, I have to ask you because I know you and Muli have had your differences, so I cannot bring him up if you're not comfortable with him coming up because you are here first. So I just want us to have, a cordial understanding. So it's entirely up to you.
Atty, with all due respect and everyone that to may mingle here, I forever draw that line that I will never want to address that man. And I beg to leave. He can come up.
No, don't leave. No, it's okay. Just say don't leave. You don't leave because it's come up. That's why I've respectfully asked for you, your consent, because you're here before me. Before him, I wouldn't have just brought him up without seeking your consent. You see, as people that have gone to school have respect and boundaries. We don't do things out of chiding or out of viewership or out of wanting to take advantage of people's situation. That's why I respectfully asked you, right? So if you are not okay, him coming up, it's okay. You can stay whenever you leave. If he's still around, if he feels like wanting to come up, he will. If he doesn't, absolutely, tomorrow we'll come. We'll go to the toilet, tutadinywa, tutakam. Life goes on. Thank you. You see, the thing is, usually on this app,
I'm gonna drop. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you so much for coming.
Okay.
Unajua hata nikwambie kitu moja, it is out of respect because we know sometimes si ukosiana na kwa hii app and everybody has their, kila mtu kuna mali akifika anasema this one I can't, unaona, and it out of respect because obviously we don't want ati napata nani kiongozi, kwani uko wapi? Si wende ukafanya hivyo ala. Sex is a beautiful thing when done with the right person, someone you love, and you should never be ashamed of it. Thank you. Nata paka mzee kunywa maji na maziwa. So what I was trying to say is we need to be in a space where that we have safe spaces, and people are different on this app. Kuna watu wanaweza kana watu hata kama walikuwa na defense wametukanwa, but there are people that have their boundaries. That is why I did respectfully ask you. Muli is my friend, I respect him. You're also my friend, I respect you, but you are here before him. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Atty. I think you've said all from my mouth. So nani barista wangu ameenda.
Oh, so that is your barista, by the way.
Yeah, that's my barista.
But she's also thinking at the court. How is that not conflict of interest?
No, ako kotini.
As a group. You didn't know.
Ebu?
They left.
I'm a bit confused.
Yeah, Atty.
She is your barrister, but she also sits in the courtroom, is it?
Apana, Atty, let me tell you the story. The first time I was disrespected in that court, I left. Alafu, she was the person who told me to come back. And then the second time, tulikuja na agreement that this will never be done again, repeated again, and that we don't want to have people, at least wakati court session inaendelea, we don't want to tackle personal insults or personal feuds. Unaelewa? So the second time, the issue started with Don King. Don King and Don King came as a friend.
But let me tell you one thing. Do you know, let me interrupt you. Do you know all these things was planned? Because I remember Muli called me. Muli, if I'm lying, I'll comment hapa kanambia, hey, koti imeharibika, koti inakuja mpya. So I'm thinking this thing was maybe planned. You are to be disrespected. I don't know, whatever thing. But I feel like maybe it was all planned to get you off the way or whatever. I don't know. But anyway, I was referring to your own court. Don't you also hold your sessions now, Ama? I was referring to my point was to the reference to now you sitting. Ama, you guys don't hold your thingies.
No, for now we are like I told you, right? For now we are like still starting new. There's somewhere we have to start. We can't say that we are going to start operating Apple every day. Unaelewa, lazima pia
okay, now you have to regroup and get your
and that's why you
together.
see Yeah, that's why you're seeing me on a TikTok tour, and some delusional woman,
true. Yeah.
some delusional woman thinks I'm going on this tour because of yeye. Hapana, nazungusha koti. I'm trying to make friends. I'm trying to make enemies. Doesn't matter. But
Yeah,
even though
you're just trying to be out there because it's a social platform. Everything you're doing are things that relate to people. So you cannot be out there in the judge when you are not socially, adaptable or available to people. So you're doing a good thing. Let me ask you one thing, by the way.
yes.
You see, did you say you are Christian or Muslim?
Now Christian.
You're now Christian, right? Thank you, Janelle. Do you know, as a Christian, do you believe in forgiveness?
Yes, actually, I believe in forgiveness so much.
So have you ever thought of maybe not now, maybe sometimes to you and Muli to call a truce and forgive each other? You see, I always say that forgiveness is a beautiful thing because it sets you free, but then you now set your boundaries. If you felt someone totally disrespected you to a place of no return, because you don't want to hold that thing in you, unaona?
Atty, when it comes to Muli, I'll make it respectfully and relevant and short, yeah?
Yeah.
Afadhali mwanamke amevaa pad anitukane. Not a man. What I do with men, I fuck them. I don't insult them. I don't exchange words. I don't look at them and then start shouting like a certain untrained, dog. You understand? Now, for me, it will forever be as something I'll take to my grave, that I do not want to see him, to hear his name, or to ever make peace. I'll take it to my grave. Why? Atty, there was no reason this man came to my court to try to not to try, he actually did. There was no reason he came to my place of work to discredit me, to insult me, to demean me, to look down on me. Perhaps that is what he does to the women on TikTok. However, Cinderella is telling him, I'm a different caliber and a different timber. When you cross my lane too much, I have the right to cut you off, because you cannot force me to associate with you when actually you are not even worthy of that, my attention. I don't see you, I don't hear you, I just don't care, Atty. You understand?
Right, I understand. But what I was saying is, sometimes forgiveness is actually healing. And when you forgive people, doesn't mean you have to be in terms with them, You just admit that, I don't want to hold this thing in my heart because it's not worth it. I think absolutely sometimes forgiveness is like just being in charge of your own self and your own emotions. So you don't have to do it now, but think about it that way. When you forgive people, does not mean you are weak.
I want to hold it in my heart. I want to hold it in between my ass, and I want to take it in any shrine or altar that I can to seek justice. I don't want to ever think that I'll ever forgive him, because I can't. Atty, I let it go. I let it go. Do you understand? I told myself, in all the millions that exist in this world, Muli is not part of it. I just don't want. Naelewa? I won't forgive.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from. Personally, I always say that people that are not important to me, I don't hold any grudges. That is just me. I'm not trying to downplay your emotions. But as a T, there are people that to me are not that important, that the things they say about me sometimes projects their own weaknesses, right? And then I don't even it doesn't hold me because they're not important to me. There are people that are very important to me that if they say things or do things, I take them personal because they mean so much to me. But especially people on this app that I just meet here, I don't know their background. I don't know where they come from, what place they're coming from. And then another thing you have to realize, a lot of people on TikTok are going through a lot of things, especially old people like Muli. He's someone who's been all over this app. And I think sometimes not being able to experience life differently might affect them. So, sometimes you're holding things over people that are not even worth it. That's just me telling you because, as I've said, TikTok has a certain dynamic. But I respect your choices. I respect your preference. Always, every time, remember that forgiving someone means that you want to heal, right? Yeah. So assuming you have a court now, if assuming your court is back in session and someone like Muli has an issue and he wants to bring them at your court, you'll never allow them, right?
He will have to address who? He can't address the same person he diminished. You see, Atty, my problem is not that this is not his first time or this is how people are always take him for what it is. My problem is that kind of caliber of a man. No, Atty, I do a lot of
When you mean
things.
what kind of a caliber, what do you mean exactly? Like what when you say that kind of caliber? So you really held him up high, or what do you mean? Why are you so disappointed that he went that low? Ulikuwa unamheshimu sana.
No, that kind of caliber, I mean like, ushaona mwanamume mwenye anaweza kutolea mdomo, amenoa mdomo iko mbele. Naelewa? Like mdomo yake iko mbele. Most men, the caliber of men I meet, they don't talk. They just act. You understand?
You see, now you are on TikTok. TikTok, you're going to meet all sorts. You're just going to have to know how to deal with people, Nani, Judge Cindy. Otherwise, they're going to drain you. Deal with people at their level. You're going to understand that uta meet watu differently, different level of whatever and all that. So, for your own good, try not to hold everything against, yourself, but against the other person.
Consider the fact they are very vocal and loudy TikTokers who are male here, and I find their content entertaining. Sometimes they might charaza mtu. I end up looking like naurumia huyo mtu, but then again they're just being themselves, right? Now we have a lot of names. I don't want to say them because maybe I'll be escorted.
Yeah, don't.
But there are so many names, and these people, whenever we mingle together, even though we have differences, they just do not come at me. You see, Atty, if I've not presented myself as someone who wants to be engaged in certain ways, you have no reason to come and start that particular beef. Nugget. Mimi sikupendelea sana. Juu siwezi kupata mahali na nikutukane. Who are you then? Why should you do what?
I respect your opinion. We're just trying to, try and break this open. But I totally respect your choices and opinion. Yeah, no worries.
Yeah. So ni hivyo tu, ye akae maisha yake. Nilimpata. Hawa ni magwiji kutoka kwa Facebook. Perhaps they earn a living, or perhaps they thrive in the controversy they get when they diminish people or when they attack people, and that is where they get that feeling of the masculinity feeling, whatever it is, the dominance feeling, yeah. But I'm just saying, as Judge Cinderella, I don't tolerate that. Now, you're what you tolerate. You tolerate this, it happens.
Yeah, well noted and respected.
It was on my DMs, Atty, trying to greet me, trying to wish me some nice Merry Christmas. And I think the moment I did not see the message until...
Okay, so he was on your DM. Is it true?
Yes, it's true. Atty, I'll never lie. Allah? Listen. So he texted mambo ya Merry Christmas, nini.
I just Merry Christmas, chekesha.
I just didn't see the message because Uganda kulikuwa na Christmas ingine hata wewe ati ungechoka. Ni kama ile disco matanga, watu sijui wako wapi, wengine wako wapi. Yani it was so busy. So niliona message kama 4 days later. Halafu I just replied Merry Christmas. He came to the court. He tried to say ati aliniwishia Merry Christmas, nikamwish kama mwaka imeisha. And then I said, I'm so
Thank you, Susanita.
I am so sorry.
So ebu nikuulize, hii Merry Christmas ilikuwa tu nimeelekeza mama mpaka leo mataho. Juu ulisema leo mataho.
Yes, alikuwa naomba litaho. Kwani ni nini? He was on my DMs.
Kwa nini anakataa? Ebu tuonyeshe hiyo screenshot. Unajua Muli ukubaliki kitu.
I blocked this. Okay, no. Please, I'm so sorry. My mouth cannot sleep. I'm so sorry. He's not an idiot. I take that back.
Ebu tuonyeshe hiyo kitu ndio nyamaze. Juu unataka kuwa nashinda kikataa. Anasema
I deleted him. I blocked him. In fact, I don't have even his whatever conversation. Even the Lady J's conversation, Atty, if you ask me, I don't even keep them. These people are just... Unajua Atty mtu akikuonesha certain...
Okay, ebu frame him. He said, Merry Christmas. Akasema ebu nitumie matako. How did he go? I'm just curious. Curious.
No. Si si hivyo, alikuwa nakuja nitasemaje, kama mtu mwenye anakuja kuomba mkwe pamoja. Ni kama mtu mwenye anakuja, yani ni kama anataka kukuambia like unajua anakufeel ama anakumind. I just didn't give it a chance, Atty.
Okay, so how did he frame it? How did he frame it after Merry Christmas? How did it go?
Can I really remember? We didn't even, okay, Merry Christmas, 4 days, and then Actually, truly I don't. That's how I cut this person off. Truly I don't. Honestly.
With all due respect to you and your platform, it's not fair that Muli gets to be down there and the conversation to be about him. This is
he'll come up and he can come when Nani is done. He'll always just come and whatever.
Okay.
I can actually leave Kuje.
No, I'm not saying that, Cinderella. I'm saying if
when Nani is done,
regarding him, it's only fair if he comes.
Me, I'm just curious. And Judge, you're a beautiful woman, of course. I mean, men will always come and cast over you, and the fact that you have big backside, which definitely a lot of men will pretend they don't, but a lot, I think they'll probably last over you and all that. So do you think he was mad at you because when he approached you and implied that kind of a thing, you probably did not see the response or something? Do you think that's the reason why he came hard on you?
Yes, truly you've taken the words to my attention, from my mouth, sorry. To me, when you don't give a man attention, most of the time hapo ndo wenye wanakutukananga, kwenda unaringa unafikiri wewe ni nani, unaona? So personally with Muli, I'll tell him his power does not lie in kucharaza watu, kutukana watu. Kuna siku aliambia mwanamke hapo ati kuma yako iko na upele, sijui vitu gani.
Ni mimi aliniambia kuma yangu iko na upele.
Then I was looking at him and I was like, yani, this can come out of you. As in, najua, as in, vitu zingine mwanaume hufai kuongea. Wacha wamama watakana. Jimezaliwa, wewe tujuu ulitoka kwa kuma inakaaje, but ulitoka ndani ya kuma. So you don't even have the right kuambia mwanamke kitu kama hiyo. So nilikuwa namsikiza nasema, this kind of man, as a judge, I've mingled with them, they have worked under me, because mimi ndio the overall authority kwa koti, watu wanajua. So I look at him and I say, Muli is someone who thinks his dominance is in how he best insults people and how best is loudy. But ningeambia Muli, he sounds much more better and perfect as a man when anatangaza. He has these certain things kama reporter, as a radio presenter, as a professional, and it's just inbuilt. You will love him when he's like that. But the moment he opens his mouth to insult, especially a woman, to me, he just becomes dirty, he becomes ugly, he becomes somebody I cannot even talk to. Because, some things you can't tolerate, Atty. Yeah? And then I didn't expect it will get to me. You understand? I didn't expect it to get to me because personally, I'll not disrespect him. But when he comes, I try to correct him like, no, you have to say your point, but don't tukana watu and the rest of the people wako kwa panel wanaongea. As in, just make your point without feeling too high. Get? Without feeling like you came here. Because trust you me, we came to court because of our passion. We didn't come here to nurse your ego. We didn't come here to get to know you and how you've been treating people and how you are most feared here. Like, we just don't know you. But through your mouth can tell us the beauty of your heart. Some people, yes, they have money, but the character might be so cheap. But yeah, they are rich, but the character is very cheap. I don't just appreciate such kind of character. So, Atty, I just cut this person off na nikasema, shida zake sizo za kwangu. Judge Cinderella, it's not my biggest problem in life. Na sitawezana because I will tend to think he's older than me, and if that is how he talks, Ani Atty, I'm sorry. Wacha tu niachie hapo.
Yeah, I truly understand you. Now, there's something I'm going to tell you. It's just it's a general opinion. You don't have to take it in. One of the ways to live in this world is to know when you are in a 5-star hotel and when you're in a 3-star and when you're actually in a kibanda where there's bare minimum. Like one of the things to survive is to know your target audience, the people around you, and relate with everyone the way they are, because unfortunately, we cannot change people because everybody comes from a different background, understanding, and all that. So if you want to be good and gentle and kind to yourself, is to always deal with people from where they come from. Otherwise, you'll be so drained trying to set your standards for everyone. So have your standards, fair enough, but don't expect everybody to live by your standards. Don't expect everybody to deal with you from your point of view. Be able to get to their level so that life is a balance. So when you get someone that is very maybe projective, you can get to that standard and deal with them at that standard. When you get someone that is up there, you can rise up there and deal with them. In other words, try not to be too flaccid, Try to be a little bit flexible. This world needs us all to be flexible. Be someone who can, jana ulikuwa na date maybe Kempinski, ama say you had a meeting, let's talk of maybe a business meeting, assuming you say you're a human rights activist, right? As a human rights activist, we deal with people at all levels. Mimi, I've been an activist since I was in school. Sometimes I go and meet major CEO, top of the cream in 5-star hotels. The next day I'm in Soweto, I'm meeting someone in the slums of Soweto, and I have to fit in, and I have to respect and treat them with dignity. Unaona? So in this app, we have everybody from an angle and aspect. If you try to want to deal with everybody at your values, your values, wherever they are, you'll be so drained because everyone else will probably most likely bring something to the table that is not for you, and you're going to cancel them. So it's probably, I know it's a learning curve. You have to learn. But anybody that is in a place to get themselves to that person's position, you might not like them, but you can still interact. There are things about them that you don't like, but you can still have a conversation and talk with them, right? So that you don't end up canceling everybody. And sometimes these same people, they can learn from you if you just a little bit patient and understand them from where they're coming from. But again, as I've said, we all come from different spaces, a different understanding, and then also I think with age also we learn. So sometimes age is usually, it teaches a lot, but just be very kind with yourself, right? And don't be so hard on yourself, because there are things that people say that project on themselves. If someone, kama mimi mule ntukana kumangu iko na upele, but I can never be mad at him because rule number 1, he hajaiona kuma yangu, unaona? Hajawai, me and him, we have not even been private or intimate, so I would never hold that thing towards myself. I'll never be mad because someone aliniita kuma yangu iko na upele. Unaelewa? But then, as I've said, it's a learning curve. We all learn at our own time. So, I'll expect you to also learn, but I can only share,
Atty, respond to my question.
Yeah. Someone attacks me, is an enemy that I eliminate. Oh, now, I respect that, as I've said, I respect.
No, the question is up here.
When someone attacks you.
No. How are you people waking up?
It's not posted. I don't see the question.
It's here. How are you people waking up to laugh with the same people who have hurt you? I just don't understand TikTok, honestly, Atty. Yani,
yeah.
But you have to learn to share spaces with them, because TikTok is not a big space right now because everybody is in everybody's business, So you just have to learn how to face your problems heads on.
Yeah.
Cinderella, you see, sometimes people don't hurt, they actually hurt themselves, Because so many times things I've said here about myself, and I've looked back and I've seen the projection. I've seen how sad these people are. I've seen how empty these people are. Kwa sababu TikTok kuna watu napenda kuunganisha watu. So it actually tells me the kind of person that someone is. And I don't want to be dragged into that situation. I don't want to be them. Okay, it actually teaches you to love yourself and be kind to yourself. Unaona, just because someone amekuja hapa amenitukana ati niko na upele kwa kuma, I swear I'll never hold it against them, because I know it must come from a place. If someone can go that low to say such a thing, so I don't know what they're going through. So I would never hold anything. I'm not gonna hate myself because someone said that to me. Unaelewa? So again, as you say, that how do you people wake up every day to laugh with people that have been mean to you or hurt you? No, nobody has hurt me. They hurt themselves. Why would I feel hurt because of people's opinion, darling? It's got nothing to do with me. It's got everything to do with them. And also because there are people I don't give a fuck about. I don't care about them. I don't know them, darling. I might not even ever meet them. Why would that hurt me? Mimi kama mtoto wangu, sema my sons ama my daughters wakiniambia vitu, that would hurt me. You know, I look unto myself and wonder, why did my daughter tell me that? But complete internet strangers hurt me, Atty. But then again, we all come from different places, so I respect your point of view. Unaona, once we start seeing life differently, once we start pushing it back where it came from, you'll never hold anything against yourself, darling, or against anyone. Because 99% of TikTokers talk from a point of wanting to shame you. Unaona? From hearsay, the things they probably picked from somewhere, now they'll come and use them against you. You really have to be a strong person. Ule anajitambua. Mimi, I've been called on this platform a broke woman, and I swear if you have to bring our portfolio here, they probably will be shocked that I'm more richer than them. But why would I prove that to anybody? Why do I need to prove that? Because that is them projecting. Unaelewa? So it is something that comes deep. And let me tell you, once you start being honest and real and loving yourself, what people say or think about you will never affect you. Kuna watu hii TikTok saizi, they are paying credit cards because they came here, they wanted to be loved. They gave what they didn't have. Darling, don't ever give what you don't have. If it's love, do not force that love because you'll be drained. If it's validation, do not try to want yourself to be validated. Darling, they'll drain you. Unaona? So just knowing where you come from, just knowing who you are, alafu believe in yourself. That is everything. And don't ever want to be right with the world. The world loves you when you're on the wrong side. The world does not love you winning. When you've won, they have no choice. But like right now, this applies to you. Now you're there. And winning is very relative. Unaona? So people will take it differently. But to me, I think you're winning because you've broken from the chains of someone else. Unaona? You are out there. You want to do yourself, So the world is not going to be happy with. They'll beat you to a pulp. They'll pull you. How you adjust and hold yourself now will determine how your tomorrow is going to be. Don't throw tantrums at everyone. Don't be mad at everyone. There are things that you can just ignore. There are people. And don't make someone make you so hungry that you swear to your death about never being in a space or whatever with them. Because TikTok is about dynamics. Sometimes we see to the people that hurt us the most. But you know what? We are not going back home with them. We are not going to share a dining table with them. We are not going to share our beds with them. We are not even going to meet anywhere, literally, with them. It's just here on social media. This is a virtual world. So we should be able to separate ourselves, how we are here and how we do real life. Do not let virtual life drain you. That is all I can tell you.
Wow. Mama Sita, Atty, I'm speechless.
Kwa hapa
Mama Sita, ongeza Kiswahili hiyo kitu ingie. The English.
nimeenda kuzungumza Atty, typewriter sio mchezo, lakini kusema ukweli vitu zingine una learn to ignore cause it is what it is, It is what it is. Not everybody is gonna hate you. Not everybody is gonna like you. You just learn how to coexist with your enemies. Kwangu mimi napenda maadui. Those are best of my friends. Maadui kwa ajili najua au ni adui. Unaona, I actually prefer enemies more other than having friends that I don't know whether they are my friends or they are wananiramba kishogo. Umenifahamu? So mimi, I love enemies to bits. Yani napenda maadui mbaya mbovu. Alafu kila siku nasema mimi sitaki kupendwa, watu wapende pesa. Unaona, watu wapende pesa. Watu wasipendane jamani, itakuwa ni unafiki. Leo mwapendana, kesho mwakosana. Hiyo ni pretending. Unaona, hapa kuna mapenzi. Kwa hiyo people should learn how to stick on their lanes. Just mind their own business. And life goes on. It is what it is. This is a space where we have to all coexist. Sio lazima tupendane. Allah, kila mtu apambane na hali yake. Ni hayo tu.
Okay.
Hati sio kwa style hiyo. Unajua utuachaga hapa tunazuba tunabaki. Kwani mmelala?
Hapana. Najaribu tu kudigest.
Travel Nation. Una vitu vingi sana unaweza kulearn. Hapa kusema ukweli. Yeah, you learn as time goes. Yeah. Travel.
I'm here. I think it's only fair for Muli to come up and to have a cordial conversation, Cinderella, because you will find him in other spaces and you will be in a place.
Travel Nation.
No, I'm not forcing or pushing you to do something that you're against, but I'm just telling you with all
When I cut people off, the only places they can find me on other
But you were on the same platform as LJ, and that one also was the reason why, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't feel...
I can tackle LJ Travel because we have maybe unfinished business or maybe issues that we might need to address, and natupa. However, with Muli, I have nothing. Travel. It's one-sided. I have nothing.
And also, Judge, let me tell you one thing you need to learn. You see, a lot of these things that you see happening on TikTok out here usually zinakuwa zimepangwa behind the scenes.
Yeah, it's formality. It's a formality.
Yeah, it's formality.
Let me tell you what happened that day.
So you're going to plan yourself mentally, because otherwise, if you're not that...
If you're that sensitive...
Yes, you're going to lose a lot because hata kutukana hapa saa zingine watu wanapanga kutukana na hapa online, whatever. So when you go to Rome, darling, you're going to adjust in one way or the other. If you're going to survive, right, you're going to learn the surviving code. There's a code of survival hapa on this app.
And you never know, he might have that point where he said, yeah, we did discuss this. This is how it went down. He might have that point. You never know,
Yeah. So Mimi, I usually feel there's a time when I saw Muli being the senior counsel, I felt there's a way maybe walikuwa wamepanga. I remember me and Muli talking, and Muli ananiambia ati utaona things will change. So I was like, tunabadilisha kosti, So I was like, is this planned or what? And then the next thing, I see Muli's whatever there. So as I've told you, a lot of these things, don't take them so much to heart. I respect the fact that, this thing really offended you. But
I think she's passionate about it.
She's very passionate about it.
The day this happened, an hour before that, there were LJ and Muli were accused trying to get Johnson to the court. And Muli, I remember precisely asking, when is court opening? He was so eager. This was planned. You know what I mean? Like, I know that I heard him.
Most things are stage managed.
Yeah. It's just, I think this was planned. And Muli, I think he got the short end of the stick.
Yeah, most of these things, Cinderella, because people view them as content, unaona? So most of them are usually like planned behind the scenes. So if you really don't double both ways, you sometimes might be taken aback, or you might be surprised, or you might be affected, because then to you wouldn't know or think that is something that has been planned for content and viewership and coins. Even though squeezy TikTok hakuna coins.
Judge. Kuna nani huyu ameomba, Judge, unaweza ikamute. I know maybe you can be irritated. Unaweza ikamute tu coexist na Muli kwa hapa juu pia yeye yani ajitetee kivyake juu umenifahamu?
Begging to drop, Atty, I want to sleep.
Okay, respectfully, that's okay. But you can drop it. Okay, no worries. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so much for coming. You take care.
You too, Atty. Thank you, Mama Sita, for forgiving me.
No, koma hiyo iliisha.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yaani unataka kufungua tena hiyo kidonda na vile imetupatia headache.
Hiyo lipita.
Hiyo kitu imenipatia headache haki nani?
Ni sawa ati.
Anasema yeye anataka kufungua hiyo kidonda.
Anataka kufungua na vile imetumeilast.
Mtu anazabuliwa kwa hii TikTok mpaka ajidelea kia Mungu. Nimekaa hapa chini na ngoja Cinderella.
Lakini Muli, wacha nikwambie Muli, let me just make a thing first. Give a,
yes.
Unajua? Muli, unajua huyu msichana, she's new on this app. Unaelewa?
Anamuelewa.
Today, I understand she's really had a hard time up and down. Unaelewa? So mimi, I'm just trying to be a little bit human. I know how these spaces can be, unaona, and then you know the whole thing is a little bit passion, but with time she's going to learn. Everybody starts from here. Mtu kama kina Rosi walikuwa charazi watu wakakuja nao ndo wanakia mpaka watu matanga. So
so
I think it's just a learning curve, but let us be a little bit nice to her. Muli, you're not a bad person, but I know you are a bully. So let us just be a little bit kind to her. You know, she's going to have her own experience and all that, but she's not a bad person. She's just very, very passionate. Unaelewa?
Amateur.
Yeah, not amateur. This thing she's doing with a lot of passion, and I think her expectation also is there's like a lot of expectation. Unajua huku TikTok, nobody cares about you, nobody, you know. So you see, that is what I probably sometimes get to her nerves. Unaelewa? Na hapa TikTok ikikuja, weka morals kando, aibu weka kando, like just be you, when you be, just be there. Unaelewa?
Yeah. Now that, let me clarify something. Ati, I do tailored messages. Tailored messages means that nilo unafinya, inakwambia Happy New Year, Happy Christmas, right? That's the only thing I did. And she said, I responded.
Yeah. It's okay, there's
Merry
nothing
Christmas. Wait, kidogo. Merry Christmas, sir. That's it. Sukuma matako. Mi wote sijai muona akiwa anasimama. It's only one day alisimamaga akiwa amekasirika.
Najua ushaenda kwa video zake we koma.
No. So, hiyo nao ni uongo. Hiyo ni kitu ya kawaida. Mwanaume hata kwa matako ni kawaida.
Why would even hata mwanaume akitongoza mwanamke kuna ubaya gani? Wewe usiseme.
Kuna ubaya.
Wewe sio ile mrengo. You are
mimi sinaombaga tu matako nikitaka.
Exactly. Sasa tuseme wewe.
Lakini sikui kumuomba. Secondly, sina namba yake. Na I wanted the best. Cinderella, kama uko hapo sikiza nikwambie vile Mboka ilikuwa na chapo hiyo siku. Mimi nilikuwa hiyo siku I was on your side. Nilikuwa nataka watu waseme pelekeni udem akanua nguo za judge. Akiamga. Yes. I was planning udem apate almost 200,000 Kenya shillings.
Wewe koma na wewe exaggerate. 200 itoke wapi TikTok na vimekauka?
We hapana, nilikuwa unajua hiyo siku watu wangelemea. Hiyo siku watu wangelemea waseme, ai, huyu si cancel Muli hajasikuambia vizuri umevaa nguo za kwaya. Twende wapi? Twende kwa nguo tukunulie nini? Nguo za nini? Za judge. You would have made it. But huku wa mjanja, Cinderella, you took it serious. It's about Mboka. Hapa ni about Mboka. Ukiona kikushuka kwa vizuri sana, jua ukae kujua sikutaki vizuri. Lakini ukiona niko against you, just know that I want something to do good with you. Wewe ndio kwa mjanja. And you are the one of the best judges. But uko mjanja.
Lakini Muli, hebu nikwambie nini? Siku hizi mnafungua koti iko na nini kweli? Iko na vile jaji alitoka, was the way, you can be very honest.
Tunakuaga 8K, 6K, 4K, 5K, 10K.
Wow. Okay.
What? It's a big one, bwana.
Wow.
It's a big one. Uliza hata sena mwako hapa juu. Mama sita si hapa juu. Unakuaga huko. Inakuaga noma. Alafu siku hizi
Ati
kwa nani kwa
also said that her viewership went down by 90%. So
no. Where it was this big. Hajaivuka.
Kwa nini wewe unasema iti uongo? Ruth Mora anasema uongo. Comment section ndio wasema kweli.
No. Anakujaga
Muli ngoja, wacha comment section wanasijua wasema kweli. Umesema mnakuwa na 8,000, 6,000 is it?
Yes.
Okay, the least mnakuwa nayo ni ngapi?
Gabi?
A bad day.
On a bad day.
No, akimaliza unajua anaanzaga vitu za shule.
Hapana nakuuliza, wachana ya shule. Okay, comment section Siena Su, I trust Siena Su amesema no. There are kuna watu najua hapa najua wanasema kweli. So
angalia 4K uko juu. 4K mwanangu.
Atty, in all honesty, the day that I've seen the most viewership is when the whole show story was going on.
Yes.
That was the day that she had a lot of views.
Nah, I preside on the good days. I'm a senior judge.
You're gonna get an award for being a senior judge.
I'm a senior judge from Ava TikTok. Alafu kitu kingine naomba niombe justice kwa nani kwa Cinderella. Wajua mimi sikumtukana. By the way, sijui kwa nini anichukia.
I think wacha nikwambie Muli, and I'm gonna be very honest. Unajua
wewe kama nitukania mamangu. Sikuwahi kumtukana.
Ndio nakwambia, you know, it's not what you say but it's the way you say it. Unaelewa? I think ulimongelesha na madharau. I think maybe it's the way you spoke down on her. Unaelewa?
Hapana, unajua beef niulize beef ilianza aje?
By the beef ilianza aje? Hiyo siku nilikupigia Muli, unaweza kumbuka?
Yes. Nikwambia naangusha koti.
Nikwambia Muli umeharibu koti. Muli umeharibu umehara kwa koti.
Lakini hoja nikwambia kitu. There's a lady called Sandra. Simjui ni wapi. Either Germany ama somewhere in Europe. Maybe she doesn't like me completely. Ndo alispoil udemu ento Cinderella.
Ni dem gani huyo?
Anaitwa Sandra something. I really don't know her.
Sandra moja wa nani wa Joffrey.
No, hapana. Huyo ni alikuwa pale kwa koti kama senior counsel.
Alikuwa hapa Atty akajita yeye ni nani wake inaitwa nini?
Barrister.
Barrister, yes.
Oh yes, the Sandy party one, the one that was.
Yes.
Okay, Sandy, what did she do?
So she's the one. Yani sijui ananijua kutoka kwa Facebook ama nini. Yani anytime nafungua microphone hivi naomba senior Muli.
But let me ask you, the man Sandy ni Meru because anaka kama matakarua. She's a no nonsense. Apendagi ujinga. Is she a Meru?
No, she's a Marian. No, I think she's a Mbere. No, she's a Mbere. She's a Mbere.
You know, when I had her speak, I thought of Matakarua. Like I said, this woman is brutal. Like she takes no nonsense. So what happened exactly? How did it start?
Huyo demu ndo aliharibu koti.
Sandy is a Luo. Where?
No, she's not a Luo.
She's sasa wewe mwenyewe anasema, are you speaking for her? You may know her tribe. Koma wajaluo. Malo, Jaluo, Malo. It had to be a Luo.
Oh, she's a Luo?
Amesema she's half Luo, lakini ni mweupe.
Luo is a lifestyle bana.
Luo is a lifestyle, I swear.
Ngoja kila mtu akona damu ya Kijaluo hapa, hata sisi. Anajaluo bwana. Winjo.
Hiyo competition yake ni kali. Wambo yotieno, Jaluo na Sapere. We?
Ndo nakwambia aje. Udemu ndo aliharibu nini? Koti. Dictator mbaya.
So what happened? Wewe ulifanya ni mimi nasikia tu ulimwambia amevangoza SDA.
Hiyo siku.
Na unajua Muli wewe unakuwa condensing sana. Mtu akaenda kushinda na point unakuja na madharau. I'm sure that might probably have happened.
Hapana, hiyo siku Cinderella alikuwa amechill. Cinderella alikuwa amekaa hapo. Sasa mimi nikasema udem juni kila sonke wali withdraw case. Nikasema hapa tuaka hapa siwache tuanze drama. What?
So you were intentionally condensing, ulianza condensing ndio alete drama ama mlikuwa mmepanga ama ilikuwa tu akili yako?
No, sikuwa nimepanga. Nilikuwa nimepangia udem huyu Madam Judge hapa Temboka.
Lakini kwa nini huku inbox ndio relax ajue ni mboka si madharau?
Hapana, mimi I don't do that. So unajua hata wewe unanijua na kujenga tu vitu zangu kwa akili.
But unajua huyu ni mtu ajui moda soparandi.
Defense mechanism.
Unajua kama hajui Kama mtu ajui vile vitu zinaelekea, unajua she had to react.
Unajidefend.
No, she had to react and imagine even the following day nikaanza kusema, "Ai madam Jani, naomba msamaha." We, ananiambia matako mama yako wewe. Sijui nini. Nikamwambia, thank you. So unajua once you touch my mom nakwambia sawa.
Hiyo nayo hata nikitia mother.
Of course. Akantukana nikamwambia, "Ai, sawa." Nikarudi siku ya pili, Jake akadongelesha kwa live nyingine akaniambia, let it slide. Nikamwambia, hiyo vitu shaisha. Nilikuwa tafuta ude mboka. Sijui kwa nini ananichukia. For what? Kusema nguo za kwaya ni kitu mbaya. Na mimi nilikuwa naimbaga na hizo nguo kwa nini kwa SDA. Aisha nitetee. Siana mnete hapo kwa ngoza kwa tafadhali. Nilichoma.
Ulichoma.
Hapo nilichoma my friend.
Ulichoma. Afadhali umekubali. Ukiona sifungui mdomo ulichoma. Lakini it's funny. Onesmus, unajua unaweza bully mtu mpaka mtu akasikia aje, lakini ni vile tu maisha uendelea. But anyway,
lakini imagine hata siku tukanana. Imagine hiyo siku tukanana na siku tukanana
ukaje.
Unaona watu wa kwanza SDA wewe. Hebu angalia kwa YouTube wewe. Hata Atty anajua.
No, I think it was just a figure of speech. I think Muli was trying to say that hiyo dress yake is too serious. Unaona ziko mpaka kwa shingo. You get my point? I think that's what he was trying to...
anajaribu kujirepresent, unajua? Anajaribu kujirepresent kama judge, so she has
I know. She's trying to look the part. I get the point.
She's serious about this thing, you know. She's
absolutely. But Muli sort of mocked it in a derogatory demeaning. Unajua is what
that's bad. Kanani ajui Ralph. Alafu anasema
Aisha nitete sina mtetea kiamu. Hapo nilichoma.
Ulichoma live. Sio kwa style hiyo.
Lakini hapo kwa kote kwa tukalia kia Mungu bwana. Thought we are in real court bwana.
Sasa hizi nyina don't your senior counselors.
Hawa ni majoka.
Tuko wengi, tuko na Mwiti, tuko na Peter Kioi, tuko na Malisafi, tuko na watu wengi.
So kila mtu na day zake, si ndio?
Yes. But I'm the one and the only judge.
I know it always has to be you, Muli.
Yes.
Anapenda attention, Onesmus, si urongo.
No, sipendi attention.
Yeah.
Attention inifuataga.
Uzuri yako una akili. Kuna mali unafikaga unasema okay, time to
wacha nikwambie kitu Muli. One thing we must talk about and in all with a lot of
lakini ati wacha nikwambie kitu kimoja. Kama Cinderella uko hapa chini. Sikwambie usipande, unasikiza. Kama unaona nilikukosea.
Asi ati kama Sainama alikata hiyo maneno ya kama.
Hiyo kama.
Okay, sasa. Mimi kama mtu personally, I is Raf Muli ama Rafa is daddy Mulai omfafayo ajegede ajebota bashalao baba ya remboto duniani. Mimi kama unaona nimekukosea kabisa.
Tete kama you have to first admit before you apologize, you have to Tete nilikosea, mwambie mimi nilikukosea. You have to admit, take responsibility.
Haya sawa. Haya wacha.
You know Muli, when you apologize, you have to be vulnerable enough to accept that what you said did not fit with the person.
Nilijua ule mtu atawahi nitoa kwa hii mitandao ni Atty.
Kwa nini?
Sasa unaniambia nisiseme kama.
Niseme kama juu kama ni kama.
Yani
don't feel it.
You hurt someone.
It's like ujui you did hurt the person. Ujui yani we kama nilikuhurt. Kwa hivyo mimi sijui nilikuhurt. Kama nilikuhurt.
Yeah, you know that one you have not taken responsibility. So najua shakwambia ulimhurt, you need to acknowledge ulimhurt. You know exactly, you have to be remorseful. Unaona?
Okay, sawa. let me rephrase it.
Nice, mashallah.
Because honestly speaking, Muli, we need to all sometimes coexist.
Okay, sawa basi. I, Raf Mulai, aka Zidadi Omfafayo, Ajigida Jebota, the one and the only judge in TikTok.
Judge Berry ndio ameingia. Si ati one and the only one. Berry is here.
Huyu ni prosecutor.
Hai, mkoaje?
Wewe unakuwa prosecutor? Wewe unakuwa prosecutor.
Prosecutor. Na kwa nini Simoni kwa Jacqueline, by the way? Nani Berry should join in as a prosecutor. He'll do a very good one.
Hapana, huyu anakuwa wauka. Hata huko anakataaga kupanda huko juu.
Si wazazi wetu walikuwa wanaita prosecutor. Nyanyangu alikuwa anaita prosecutor.
Nani Githaiga anasema prosecutor.
Ati.
Nikamstaki.
Mama Sita.
So thank you so much for watching the video to the end. Remember to like, share, comment, and if you have not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe and put on the notification bell so that you know every time I post a new video. So guys, thank you. I'm gonna see you on my next video. Bye.